Alright, I think I'm live. Yes, I believe so. Looks like it. Sorry, I am a smidge late today. Family and stuff, you know. 7 watching now. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Man, missed you guys. I was kind of thinking we're doing this forever again. We gotta get it. This is the one. Hello, kid. This is the one. It's gonna happen. Totally. 100%. But yeah, I was thinking the first few fights actually do go by pretty quick. I can probably go through the first like 20 in probably about an hour, so maybe even 25. We shall see. Okay, he's not hitting us. Alright. We'll see how we do. Shouldn't be too bad. Easy. Starting off strong. Thank you, Masha. Okay. The kitchen sink. I feel as I have missed something here, but I'm still on board. Yes. There is a card that we are calling the kitchen sink. I think it's called Call to Arms, but it just gives you practically every arrow in your hand. So I think a kid might have coined it originally. I don't remember, but because it's like you're throwing the kitchen sink at him. That's what the card does. So it's pretty nice. All right, we're going to cancel this. Not pleasant enough. You take Veracity. Actually, these are both very strong. I think the only one that would make it impossible to win would be Great Arrows if I don't have it by the end, but Veracity is better at the beginning, so let's take it. Oh, it was Masha? Oh, wait, was it you, Masha? Man, now I feel bad. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get some kills here. It was all of us collectively. That's what happened. I am a little bit tempted to hold bow. That's so dangerous. Yes. Thank you so much, Clockwork. I will do my darndest. I am tempted to do hold bow just to deal extra damage with the aim shot. You know what? Let's do it. It's probably very dumb, but we're gonna do it anyway. Might be able to kill this guy. Oh, we did. Wow. I know. I love the term too. It is the best of terms. Okay, so if I do an arrow bag, I can also then do stepping stones. I'll discard 3, so I get 6. Maybe 1 shy, eh? Well, that's not good. We're so close. We're so close. I mean, we're avoiding all of that, so you know what? Let's do it anyway. Stepping stones. Let's just do an elemental. Not quite enough, but it's not a big deal. Actually, that would have killed him, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. Man. Okay, we haven't seen Precursor Shot in ages. It's a 0-cost attack that deals a fair bit of damage. It's like a slightly worse... Well, it is a worse Shot of Destiny. But it costs us 0, so let's take it. Alright, Delayed Punishment. Each discarded card grants you extra damage. Munitions Recycling. Each discarded arrow makes the next hit at plus 20% damage. Okay, and then Quick Assembly. After every 4th maneuver, draw a random arrow and reduce it to 0. Let's do Munitions Recycling. Alright. Man, how was all of y'all's day? Did you have a good day today? Alright, so currently we just are dealing with the Abomination, but these guys are going to be attacking quite quickly. I'm not going to do a charge. It is mildly tempting to do so, but I won't. Let's see if we can, yeah, so between the two of us, this guy will die. Okay. Now the next one. Let's do an arrow bag. For extra damage, we can do a unbreakable feint. Cool. And now let's do a big hit. And then we can just keep doing hits. For the precursor shot, it'll get stronger and stronger. Cool. You overate at lunch and spent most of the day lying down. Well, you have a reason to. You definitely have reason to. Alright, let's bring in an arrow bag, do a big ol' hit. Who's out of here? I had a, well, I didn't alone have a pot roast, for the record, but I did participate in the consumption of one. We're going to say no to all those. Patience at the end of your turn if you didn't deal any hits. Never going to happen. Skip that. Pressure points every 4th hit. Deals 50% more damage. I don't believe that's as good as Strong Grip. We're going to take it, like, passively. Doing our damage 5 armor buffs after every fight, as per usual. Okay, very similar fight. Actually, very, very similar. If anything, this might even be slightly easier, I would argue. But, you know, it's fine. Alright, let's bring in an unbreakable feint. I guess we're going to do a feint as well to buff this attack. It's a shame that's all I had, but I did get a kill with it. This is a little bit interesting. You know, let's do a couple arrow bags this time around. Yeah, we have tons of attacks here. You can kill a guy. Let's bring in the random elemental arrow. Cool. Alright, so let's do a bunch of attacks. I think he's going to be out, but yep. We're doing great. Very speedy, too. So we do have the Shot of Destiny. I don't like it that much. It is a not terrible attack card, though, so it is a little bit tempting to take. I think I'm going to wait for something better. If this is the run, we will find something better later. 100%. Alright, Patience, we don't do it, because we always deal hits. Changing positions, ending a turn without dealing hits, no way. Alright, Calm Advantage it is. Every 6th maneuver played in a combat reduces the energy cost of the next maneuver to 0. Or sorry, by 1, but typically to 0. I think I want to do this one more time. What's my armor at? 15? Yeah, let's do it one more time. Then we're going to see what our runes are, because sometimes they determine how we want to play this. Let's just do a power draw, or bow draw, sorry, and then we'll do a big hit. Almost dead. Alright, I can handle that, that's for sure. Let's see here, let's play an Unbreakable. Let's reduce their armor by 25. Do a big hit. And dead. We really are blowing through this really quick. Okay, ending time isn't awful. The only reason why I'm a little bit tempted to take it is because we have no quivers, but I shouldn't settle. Never settle. We're gonna cancel that. Alright, Virtuous Killer. After every 3rd arrow played, gain an ultimate. That's okay. Loaded weapon at the start of every turn with full ultimate, gain 100% damage for the next hit. That's pretty good. But Stairs of Bodies is what we're going to be taking. After killing an enemy, gain 100% more damage for the next hit. Love it. Let's just do 2 attacks. Okay. Yes, the Rat King. Ooh. Nothing defensive today. Huh. Well, I could do something a little crazy, but I can't imagine getting the kill. If I do hold bow, I will be doubling my damage output for the round, and this will also be doubled. So, there's a very good chance I'm going to be able to get the kill. I guess if I'm just shy, I'll do a throwing knife. So, let's take the risk here. That's very risky, what I'm doing, but, yo, he's dead. It wasn't risky at all. See, completely calculated. Everything is mathed out. 100%. I am a calculator, living calculator. So I can duplicate a card. The only one I'd consider is a precursor shot. I think that's the only one I've grabbed so far, maybe. But I think instead we'll just increase our card draw. We'd like to do it at least twice. Well, it's not that bad. We have an Ethel. That's pretty good. The Cracked Oz lets us heal. You know, if your weather was anything like ours in Oregon, It was the perfect day for a feast and some rest. Light rain and lots of wind. Couldn't ask for a better rest day. Yeah, it was actually not half bad here. It like supposedly it was in well yeah, supposedly it was like in the 70s. It felt hotter than that, but yeah, it was nice here. Constantly raining today. Ah, poor Masha. Yeah. Alright. I can put this on either side with Oz. It's just gonna be doing some passive healing. Let's stun a random enemy every 4 turns. That's fine by me. We'll just heal at the end of the battle. Alright. Yeah, do you like rain, Masha? Some people really hate it. Like my dad, ugh. My father detests rain. It makes him sad. So that's dealing about 10 to 12. I suppose, I mean, this is a little bit excessive with defenses, but that is boosting our damage a fair bit. Yeah, we'll do that. We can probably kill him. He's out, giving us some charges. We can probably get a kill here. Let's go for the healer. Why not? We can bring this in, but I won't. Depends. Yeah. And yeah, my dad detests rain. I don't know if he, like, clinically has depression or something, but he definitely, you know, he has sadness bouts. Let's see. We're not going to do Agile Draft. That's not going to be happening. We have Pebble Throw. Not going to be doing... It's honestly not that bad, Pebble Throw. I have debated it because both sides are interesting. So you stun an enemy, reduce armor by 10 until the end of combat. That's okay. And then Distraction, reduce damage of all enemies by 25% for 3 turns. I am very tempted to take this. I've never used it. Stunning isn't that useful. The removing some armor can be nice, though. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. If I don't like it, I'm going to get rid of it. We'll just do it that way. I've never done this before, so we'll find out if I like it or not. Oh yeah, kid, you love rain. You love summer rain when I was younger and a summer storm. Then, hits, then I'd run out and enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, I like the rain. Autumn and winter rain, it brings that coldness that seeps into everything. Yeah, I get that. Dry, cold. Ooh, we got 3 really nice ones. Preparations is something I really want. After playing Maneuver, gain 10 armor. Withdrawal is something I really want. Gain 10 armor, or 10 barrier after discarding an arrow. That's so good. But Tranquility is our bread and butter, so we're going to take it. We're just going to go damage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we can play this free feint. The Pebble Throw isn't a bad idea to go at the beginning. He's stunned, remove some of his armor. We can smoke him. Then we actually can attack one of the others, which is kind of strange. That's very rare to happen here. I think we want to go Unbreakable. Then we got a pretty big hit here, so we can already kill one of the damage dealers. And almost kill him? Yeah, 3 away. Okay. Yeah, I do like the rain. It is very pleasant. Okay, we don't want our armor to be removed permanently. That's what that guy was about to do. Let's do a big ol' hit on him. Not bad. Yeah, we do need to remove his armor, but... He's doing it again. Distraction is interesting. Let's bring in some arrows. We can, you know, do I want to do it twice? Yeah, let's just do it twice. We're not going to be doing aim shot then, because I want to block the damage. smoke him yet again. May as well do a distraction so everyone's damage is decreased. We're getting extra damage here, but not too much. You have iron deficiency? I did not know that. That it can affect the mood. Alright. So he's stunned. Got a little bit unlucky that we didn't get a bag, a smoke shot, or the pebble throw. I needed just one of those things to be drawn, didn't draw it, because then I could have stunned him, dealt with him, and continued. But sadly, not going to happen. Also now all the damage is going straight to him. I think what would make the most sense is taking an Unbreakable. I kind of want to just be discarding cards, I think. Yeah, let's just discard everything. I can do one shot, though. Why not? Let's stun him. And do a little bit of a hit. So I could do a smoke shot. I probably should have done the other way. But I could do a smoke shot to him and then deal with the Renegade. So now they're both stunned. We can get a big elemental. I think we will. Elemental. Almost. Never mind. We got a high roll there. Kind of lucked out with that kill. I think it was like a 1 in 4 chance of happening. He's dead though. Let's remove something. Let's remove the charge. I don't think I've used it. And I'm really liking the Herald of Nature. So we're going to continue with that. Deals a hit, reduces armor, and also reduces some damage. I like the center around. I don't like being outside if it in it if it's cold. Yeah, anemia affects how much oxygen gets delivered, so it affects your whole system. I didn't know that you were anemic. All right, so we have Herald of Nature, or maybe I just didn't remember. I have a very bad memory, by the way. Okay, so we got some warding lore, acid bomb, throwing knife. Let's grab a weird candle. We want to delay when we take the weird candle as long as we can, because that'll help us in the, well, near the very end. So I could stun him, but he doesn't have that much armor. So let's do a feint, followed by a second feint. Hit him. Alright, so we'll get rid of this guy. Okay. Let's play the distraction. It's not going to be helpful, but gives us extra damage. We are dealing a ton. Yep, dead. Okay. Lightbringer's Avalanche. Do I do this? It's not that bad. I mean, it is pretty good. I prefer the other Lightbringer shot. It's not perfect, but I think I'm gonna take it anyway. Even though it's not my favorite. We'll take it. Alright, pressure points. Every 4th hit in combat deals 50% more damage. Not bad. After killing an enemy, reduce the energy cost of the next maneuver by 2. Also not bad. Then Resurrection, which I only get if I have to. Let's do Vantage Points. A free maneuver. Doesn't hurt. Alright, here we go. Got a free feint. Cool. I just want to play one Unbreakable. So now we're defended. We got a big hit. Won't kill him, but we'll deal a lot. Okay, and do that. Cool. Alright, they're hitting semi-hard. They should kill him. We got a free feint then. I can probably target one down pretty easily here. And yeah, then the next one. Yeah, I forgot we have Stairs of Bodies. That passive gave us a pretty big buff there. We're not taking any of these. We will be canceling. Alright, withdrawal is what we're going to be taking. We can either make our first attack deal 25% more damage or vampiric arrows. We're going to go withdrawal for extra barrier. More attack, please. And a treasure guardian. I will say, I feel like with this character, I've said it before, but sometimes it does feel like the treasure guardian or the runestones do make or break this guy's runs. Sometimes. Did. Can't quite kill him in one hit, so it'll take me 2. Not a big deal. I guess I could play a free bow draw. Let's do that, because then it would just be 1. Well, yeah. He's dead. Can do an unbreakable. Why not? Hit him. He's hitting himself. Or his allies, right? Yeah. Alright, that went pretty well. Get rid of him. Can't quite get rid of him. Could do a pebble throw. Why not? Alright, this is going quite well. Well, his friends will kill him. Well, I say friends, but they were enslaved. They probably don't like him at all. Anyway, so I can duplicate a card. I think I'll increase card draw one more time. Alright, not too bad. What is Thorn again? Every additional card drawn creates 3 barrier. I don't know. Let's combine this. So you have a polished tier, so now in the first 2 turns of combat I gain 75% damage. That is pretty solid. Pretty solid. Yeah, the cracked ethel that we want to put in will replace the odds. We haven't taken any damage yet. Yeah, Thorn. Every additional card drawn creates 3 barrier. And at the moment, that means I'm going to start with 6 barrier a turn. I'm not offering health, so that doesn't matter. Let's just keep getting 10% damage each turn. Let's do that. Alright, here we go. Just need 1 defensive card to deal with this. To a feint. Will I be able to get a kill here? Oh yeah. Dead, we get a free card. What's our distraction? Doesn't really matter all too much. We can kill somebody else, and then kill somebody else. Man, we're already 3. Well, I guess those runestones helped. Alright, not taking any of these. Yeah, but what is this one? Oh yeah, that one, it ends poorly, right? Deal a hit, gain damage. Deal a bigger hit for more damage, but then deal a massive hit in which you lose tons of damage. You know, I guess it's not awful, but I'm not going to take it, because this isn't considered a shot, and that is a problem. Because some of my passives are dependent on dealing shot hits. We're going to get great arrows. Luckily we found them. All elemental arrows gain 25% damage and have piercing. Really important. I don't think it's possible without that, honestly. Here we go. So, we do have 2 ways to stun now. I got one of them right now. That's cool. So he is stunned. We have a free feint. Let's just play it. Reduce their armor by 25 this turn. For this turn. That's not very good. I don't think that's worth it then. Alright, so we have 4 energy left. We can do an unbreakable feint and a feint. Let's start with a feint and go from there. So we have 110. That's enough to block against all of this. We could get a kill here. That'd be pretty awesome. Cool. Awesome. Let's do a free unbreakable. Okay, we can do an arrow bag. Alright, that looks pretty solid. Another kill, followed by another kill. Now, this is an interesting situation, because this is a very big hit. What I am tempted to do is do a bigger hit next round. I think that I will. We're going to end the turn. Yeah, let's end the turn. Let's see if this is wise. But my damage percentage is at 1300%. So it feels like a good move, right? At least I think so. Let's see here. So this guy is lower. Yeah, sure. Let's pebble throw you. You're stunned. Congratulations. We're dealing a huge hit. Wow. We're dealing more damage than I expected us to. Where is this coming from? So I could bring in the elemental arrow. We'll just bring it in now. Okay. Okay. We might even be able to kill him. Okay, let's kill him. Cool. Alright, well, I gotta say, this character is doing significantly better than I anticipated. Pretty big hit, but I'm going to stall that. Let's just end the round. Air shot, he's dead. Well, I will definitely say that this run in terms of competency at the beginning is very high compared to usual, but I don't know if that's a bad thing, because many times it is, because usually what you need at the beginning isn't necessarily what you need at the end. But let's take a weird candle. We probably want to pop one eventually and not too long. But let's see. Alright, this doesn't look too bad. We can block. Alright, kill him. Now we have a free block. Let's do a regular feint. So that is enough to block against everything, so let's do an arrow bag. Yeah, we could just be doing some hits here. Yeah, we should be able to shoot this guy down. I just realized I should have done a unbreakable earlier, but it's okay. We're just going to leave this and discard him. Okay, they have a lot of armor. They sure do. Well, I can't... Whoa, wow, I deal a huge hit. Okay, well, let's go for it, I guess. We can at least get rid of one of these guys. We can play something here. Sure, let's do a distraction. I think I kind of want to end it. I like these on this side. And this is just for the turn. I don't want to attack because that'll waste my bonus. Alright, cool. Let's bring it in. Well, this is kind of overkill. Let's kill him anyway. We got a free unbreakable. Are you doing the delayed gratification thing where you save up big damage percent for one big attack? I did that a little bit. It doesn't work as well with these guys, sadly. But yeah, because that does actually work well with this guy to a point, because as you say, because you do save between rounds, so if I only attack when I can guarantee a kill, that actually works out really well. But I was trying it a little bit. But sadly, since these guys summon after they die, it doesn't count as a kill. They're not dead enough. I'm gonna say none of these. Some weak shots, a finishing shot, no and no. What do we have? Preparations is something I want. Same thing with devastating precision. We're gonna do devastating precision because we're going more offensive, as always. Every discard card grants you an additional charge and also gives you more damage for the next hit. I'll take it. More attack and next enemy. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna have to be playing a feint here. That is for sure. Alright, we're barely not taking damage. It's actually rather close. Actually very close indeed. So, 28, 38, yeah, they're at low 40s in damage. Alright, so let's kill this guy, doubling our damage output. And yeah, I could do an arrow bag, but I'm actually probably going to just discard. Actually, I think that technically this would give us a bigger benefit, so let's do it. Alright. So this hit should be pretty big. Fire shot. Yeah, that'll get a kill. And get another kill. Anything you want to flip? I don't think so. I think I like these. Actually, maybe we're to the point that we should have unbreakable feints. Hey, we found the kitchen sink. Woo! We got it. We got it. Kitchen sink. Okay. Fantastic. So we draw 2 arrows for each enemy alive. In certain scenarios, it literally feels like a kitchen sink, because that's all that's happening. Just drawing 10 arrows, and I don't even have that many. So pretty awesome. We're taking it. Yes, kitchen sink for the win. I did take it, right? I hope I did. But anyways, we're going to be doing quick assembly maybe. So after every 4th maneuver, oh, I thought that this was the other one. After every 4th maneuver played, gain an arrow that costs you 0. That's very Vampiric arrows, I don't need to heal. Every 9th maneuver played in combat grants you 30 armor. We're not going to do that. I guess we're going to do quick assembly. I don't know if I've ever done this, because it's so, oh, man, it's so rare, right? 4 maneuvers, 4. I guess it could happen if I'm getting kills. Well, now that I think about it, is this going to be at all helpful against the 4 dwellers? Well, it could. But actually, we're drawing all our arrows with call to arms. So, no. Yeah. Well, I hope the butt kicking will be happening. But it is incredibly helpful. And when I fight the 4 dwellers, oh my goodness, is it nice. I'm sure hoping for a major butt kicking, though. Okay, so they are dealing 10, 20, 30, 45, 40 something damage. So we're actually a little bit low here. Let's do an unbreakable feint to make sure they're not taking any damage whatsoever. I could play this. And make us lose 100% damage. Well, let's chill. We're going to get a big hit here. It might actually let us kill him. Hey, the kitchen sink. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Is he dead? Not even close. That's fine. His damage is lowered. Currently he's dealing about 50-something damage. Let's do a feint. Unbreakable. We could stun him. Actually, no. He's unstunnable. As one is. Let's just hit him a couple times. We could do a kitchen sink here. Alright, so everything is in play. Alright, let's play a feint for a little bit of extra damage. Hopefully I can kill this guy. It's going to be a little bit close. Actually, I do have a free feint, so let's play that. This will be kind of close, though. Actually, it's not close. It's actually pretty far. Yeah, the 35 armor is doing more than I thought it would. But we're fine. He is now dead. Do I want to flip anything? I don't think so. I think I like how it is. What we desperately need are... man, do I want to duplicate something? I guess I could duplicate the kitchen sink. I know I'm going to at some point. Or I could do an increased card draw. Man, that is tough. Kitchen sink or card draw? Because I can just... I might come across another kitchen sink. How bad do I want another card draw is the question. I'm not getting too... Well, I haven't found any of the maneuvers for defenses. So I probably should get an increased card draw. Because I do need to grab maneuvers every round, and I can't guarantee it yet. So, all right. That's still eh. That's also still eh. Interesting. Okay, so we have a bunch of ones that are not the best. Yeah. So let's think about it. Now, I could put Cracked Tier in here for extra damage in the first round. Maybe I will. Let's do that. Plus 50% damage in the first round of combat. Sure. Or we could do Gar. Gar will give us a... What's the current boost? Well, about 5 to 10% permanent boost to attack. For a blue player, so card draw. 100%. Oh yeah, by the way, the next time that the next time I'm going to be doing a poll, I thought it would be fun to ask you essentially what color do you mostly identify with the 4 descriptions, which I'll give a brief one when I do the poll, because I thought it would just be fun. Because you know when people would have like those personality tests for like you know, what house are you in Hogwarts, whatever. So it's like, oh, what color are you in Tainted Grail? But anyway, so we do have a pebble throw. It would remove a little bit of his armor. We actually are having an issue with not being able to remove armor, by the way. So let's do that. They're not attacking us, but I do have an extra action point. He's dead, doubling our damage. And play an Unbreakable. I don't think we can kill him even with a regular... Yeah. Could do a Call to Arms. I don't think or should I? I guess I actually could. It'll give us bonus damage for the following round. We're at about 900%, so we should be able to get this kill. We should be able to kill them both, really. Yeah, so he's dead. Let's bring this in. He's dead. Unbreakable, do regular. Then we'll just do some attacking. Oh, I didn't realize it deals 0 damage now because my Grin level's so low. Yeah, like those BuzzFeed ones. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. I mean, it's not really going to be a full-on test. It's just like, in your opinion, what are you? But yeah. Okay. That's free, but... Okay. Alright. Well, I probably should pop a candle at this point. Candles would be nice. Man, I predicted it, and it did happen. They were going to find a second Call to Arms. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't duplicate it. So let's take the second one. We are very desperate for corrosive shots, though. But we're just not finding it. Like, I can't do anything about it. Alright, so let's do preparations. So after playing maneuver, gain 10 armor. That's really nice. Also, what is our armor at again? 20. Yeah, we're getting 20. Yeah, 5 would be nice, because having the number end in 5 is very pleasant. Let's do it. And just because of how the math works. Okay. Well, we have a pebble throw. Do we have a smoke shot? I do. Huh. Let's pebble throw. We'll do a smoke shot. Yeah, free unbreakable. Alright, now what do we do from here? Let's pop a candle. It's a little bit too low. Oh wow, even... Okay, so his base increased by 20 until the end of combat. Okay. Okay. So his... Yeah, we're gonna have a big problem here in terms of dealing damage. That's a little bit concerning. What that probably means is I have to kill him with the elemental arrows. Actually, since that is the case... it probably doesn't make any sense to attack these guys in particular. I could do an aim shot against him, that would help some. But yeah, let's just leave it like that. And I guess I could just attack him. A little bit of damage. Almost 200. So this should kill either of them. Alright, he's dead. That's good. Only had one defensive card. No matter what we really do to this guy, it's not going to give us much. We're going to do a call to arms. We could stun him and go after this guy again, I suppose, but I think we're just going to end it. We're not in trouble. We just need to grab another attack. He's out of here. Now we just have the big guy. We can do a distraction, lower their damage output. Also, we'll flip it so we can stun him later. Let's see. We have a big hit with the aim shot. It is almost halved. I think I'm going to end again. We also gain extra damage as we discard arrows. We got nothing really defensive. Now let's hit him. This will be a little bit close. We can stun him, I believe. Yeah. Oh, he was double stunned. The wind got him. Okay. Let's see. So he, yeah. I don't have anything defensive to deal to defend against this guy. I can't quite kill him either. And I guess all I can really do is just do all my attacks. I could do a warding lore so I don't take any damage, but I feel like I should just save it for when I could actually die. Okay. It was 15 to 18 while he got max hit, but that's actually not too bad. We have one defensive card. Yeah, we're not drawing too well with defenses. Psychic shot. That's good to see. He has a lot lower armor now. Let's do an unbreakable. So now we're not taking damage. We can do an aim shot. He's getting pretty close to getting out of here. Man. Alright, let's just kill him. Well, we finally took damage. But at least it wasn't much. I discard a card. Okay, let's get rid of a regular old arrow bag. Not good enough. And the Harbinger of Darkness is proving to be exceptional. So you're going to keep taking it. Okay. That's fine. Another weird candle. Man, we are really lacking with our corrosive shots. Let's see. What do we want to do? He's hitting us, right? And tends to attack its ally and buff. Okay. So he's dealing about 10 damage-ish, and that's pretty much it. We could do a pebble throw to stun this guy, so that no one's attacking us. Also lowers his armor. I guess that's fine. Can almost kill him. I guess it doesn't really matter. I forgot about that. Alright, let's do a regular old feint. So we're being defended. And then we'll descend. Okay, let's bring in a big hit. This should... Man, you know, I mean, okay, I like this game a lot, but every single time this happens, that I pick up Dark Shot, I just feel like, dude, I don't even have to think. I just play the card and it's just gonna be ending the combat. It's crazy. It feels unfair. It feels so unfair. How could they do that? Alright. Because right now there's no concern. They're just eventually gonna go down, so we're good. We're fine. I suppose I shouldn't complain, but I always just think, man, maybe they should have made it slightly weaker, but no. Because it's like the times that it happens when I was fighting the Four Dwellers, or the Four Dweller fight, you know. My goodness, it made it so much easier. But yeah, all right, we're gonna be taking the returning shot. Yes, please. Okay, Hunter's Dream, not too bad. Every turn, increase the damage at the first hit by 25%. Shoot to Remember is really good. Every 8th hit in combat deals 300% more damage. At the moment, because we're delaying, Hunter's Dream is better, but Hunter's Dream actually is good, now that I think about it. Because typically what happens is I buff my first shot, I shoot, I do a bunch of small ones if I don't get the kill. So Shoot to Remember would probably be good for the second or third round, but you know what, let's do Hunter's Dream. I just feel like it. That's why I don't like infinity combos in Magic the Gathering. It takes the fun out of it. Yeah, exactly. There does come a point where it's so perfect it isn't fun. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to balance that. Alright, we have a 0 costing Unbreakable. Let's play it. Alright. Now, I'd kind of like to get rid of the Headhunter, but I can't. Let's see, what do I want to do? I could keep defending. I could just do a hit. Yeah, let's deal some damage to this guy. He's probably going to die from an Elemental Arrow. We're discarding tons of cards here. Alright, that's fine. Now let's bring it in. Yeah, he's dead. Perfect. Got a good old Pebble Throw, stun him, remove some armor from him as well. Let's go after the healer. That's a pretty big hit, but we'll do it. Alright. We don't really need to play this, but we will because it's free. Then we'll just end the turn, I think. Alright, let's bring in another arrow. Psychic, that's fine. And alright, so he's down to 1 health because you can't kill him when he's in this form. Let's do a feint. Let's do another feint because I preferred the other side. He's about gone. Just keep shooting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just gonna play one more. Alright, went pretty well. It went quite well. Wow, a 3rd call to arms. Ugh, do I take 3? Oh man, do I take 3 call to arms? I removed an arrow bag. The thing is probably the dream is to have 2 call to arms and 2 corrosive weaponry bags, or if they're exactly called the corrosive bags. If I don't ever get it, will I want to have a 3rd call to arms? Ugh, that is very hard to tell. If I take a 3rd call to arms, I'm not exactly guaranteed, but statistically, I ought to be getting 1 a turn pretty regularly. Okay, I guess I'll do it. It might be too many. If it does prove to be too many, I'll get rid of it. We are going to be doing pressure points. Every 4th hit deals more damage. Sure. Which one is this? The werewolf? No. Oh, it's this one. Oh, yeah. This is one where I always get the dark shot. Just for whatever reason, it just happens. Alright. Oh, we shouldn't plan on it. Let's stun one of them so that they don't get their buff off. You could do an unbreakable feint. Sure. Let's do a second one. Now, I want 5 cards to be discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can play 2 more. 1 and... Oh yeah, just gets negated. Forgot. I didn't get it this time. That's fine. Alright, so we can kill somebody. Let's just kill him. We got a free feint. Now we do have an aim shot that can kill this guy. I'll take it. We have a free unbreakable, but we don't need it, and I prefer it on this side. Let's do a distraction. It's free. Then we'll discard these cards so that we have this maxed out. Let's bring it in. Okay, water. That's fine. Dead. Dead. Let's play these. Sure. Alright. I don't know if he's going to go down. It'll be a little bit close. Well, I say that. It's actually... He's not going to go down. 90 health. Okay. And dead. Anything I want to play? No? I don't think so. We're good. Which, by the way, Clockwork, that's how I feel about duplicating a card. That's how I feel about Slay the Spire. Because, right, you can create those infinity combos and you just attack forever. I've never done that. I have attempted it a couple of times when I was in my younger days, in my youth. But I couldn't quite do it. What would I duplicate? There's nothing to duplicate, really. I'm a little bit tempted to do the precursor shot, but I don't think I want to do that one. I don't want to do the Lightbringer shot either. I need a better big hit. I haven't found it yet. I also need more defensive cards. Yeah, we I gotta say, in this run, we're doing a lot better with runestones and cards. Probably by far. I mean, these aren't exceptional, but these are definitely better. Alright, so now we have plus 30 armor in the back here. That's pretty good. We don't need the wind. Don't need the... Yeah, this is all good. Just leave it. Well, I guess I could take out the calc. They're cool to discover for sure, though it makes you feel like, yeah, stumbled on Eldritch Knowledge. That is very true. It does feel really cool whenever that happens. I do agree with that. I guess we'll take a second Gar. There was one game I did play. Well, it was kind of a war gamey game. It's called Star Wars Miniatures. But, yeah, it's, you know, it's a turn-based game. It's Star Wars themed and stuff. But I really, really, you know, it's one of my favorite games of all time, especially when I was younger. Oh, wow, these guys are going to be a little bit tough. I think we're just going to be going defensively. But anyways, but in that game, it's like, it's very clear some factions are better, but I eventually did create a team that, at least in my play group, whatever, ended up being invincible. And I felt so good that I was able to crack the code of making the definitively best team. It was pretty crazy, because it was like, I was even consistently winning battles that was 3v1 because it was just way too hard to beat. It was so nice to have done that. But anyways, it was definitely a little bit unbalanced, you could say. But okay, so that guy's out of here. Yes, thank you, Clockwork. Yeah. Yeah, this one, I think that, yeah, we're going to be okay, but that it did start off a little bit scary. Yeah, we can just end it. We're defending. They're not going to be able to push through. Bring something in. Water shot. Cool, he's gone. Let's play this. I think I want the distraction to be on the other side. Do the pebble throw. We did it. The scary thing is once we fight the four dwellers. Ooh, quick dodge. We need that. We need that so desperately. We got it. Okay. Shoot to remember, which by the way, quick dodge is a zero costing attack followed by a one costing, or sorry, zero costing defense followed by a one costing defense that lasts for an additional turn. So it's pretty good. And we'll do shoot to remember. So our 8th hit will deal 300% more damage. And which one is this? This isn't the Horned Guardian and Stone Golem already, is it? Oh, it's this guy. Yeah. Okay. These guys' armor, yeah. Since we're not doing the corrosive shots, I think that we are forced into the playstyle they don't like doing, which is sitting and waiting. So we're going to be playing some cards, gating some defense. We can keep playing them. I don't think we're going to be in trouble with flipping those. So let's just end the turn. Now let's see what we get. Water shot. Okay, doesn't quite get the kill. Which I actually don't want the kill. Because if I do, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, we want him to be, well, we wanted a higher roll than that, but that's okay. Let's stun him. I don't want to have to defend against that amount of damage. We can't attack again. I think I will. I want to get that one in particular low. We want him to be close enough that just going to take me one shot. Light, hopefully with just a single arrow. Didn't quite get there, but it's kind of close. Alright, so we got another big arrow. Okay, fire shot. Ugh. Yeah, we don't have very high damage output, but we did lower his armor. So we can whittle him down pretty low as well. Did this kill him? No. Not at all. No, we're good. Let's do 2 of those. Alright. So both of them are pretty low. I can actually do this because he's not going to take much damage there. Alright. So then we're just going to be going a little bit defensive. Well, not exactly defensive, but we just don't want to take damage. Alright. Now it's time to see what we get. Well, it's a dark shot. Well, that's fine. In this case, it wasn't too big of a deal. It really wasn't. Like, I'm not that upset because it's like, yeah. They were going to go down no matter what I was going to get. Because my damage output is just so crazy high at the moment. So now if I do the dark shot, it's over. Let's play the feint. Great. Yes, 2,500 damage for everybody. Hooray. They're all dead. Alright, let's remove a card. We're going to get rid of the boring quiver. Let's do that. The ordinary arrow bag. It's gone. Well, we finally found an oversaturated rune stone. I kind of do want this to be put in. Man, I probably shouldn't do that. Can I heal from here? I can. No, let's heal to full with this, and then I'm going to just take it out. What else do we want to do? Well, I don't think we really need the sharpening stone. I guess I could put it on consecrated oil for now, just in case I want it. And we're going to take another weird candle. Well, after about an hour, we are halfway through in terms of the numbers, but we're really closer to about a third, as it takes us a lot longer in the later fights. Alright, so we can kill this rat. Great. Alright, so they're dealing close to 200 damage, which is pretty uncool. Very uncool indeed. Let's do an unbreakable feint, so we are very fine at this point. Let's do a dodge, and then we're just going to end. Bring this in, should be a pretty big hit. Alright, so we can kill anybody. Let's get rid... He's going to be a problem, but let's get rid of the bear. That's very close to getting a kill. Do a quick dodge. Still not guaranteed. Let's play distraction. Lowering everyone's damage output. Is he dead? Yes, he is. Yeah, we will just wait him out. What did you miss? You were bullying a cat? Oh my gosh. Well, we're doing well. I think that was the 24th fight. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, but we are having a... Ooh, Advanced Feint is incredible. Luckily I found it. But, yeah, we're having a little bit of a problem in terms of not being able to remove enough armor. So we really need those corrosive shots, but we're just not finding them. So that one, what do you call it? The gratification system? Or I don't remember what you called it. But that's pretty much what we're forced to do. Oh, bullying cat. Oh no. I think it's a pleasant bullying. Or it's not a mean bullying. Let's see, let's do a feint, followed by a dodge. Then we're gonna kill him. Let's play an unbreakable, sure. Increasing our damage output significantly. Now, he removed our fair bit of our damage, 35, which is kind of rough, but I think we can get rid of them both, actually. So I think that we're okay. Oh yeah, he's dead. Okay. Like, well, my dog... Oh, we got Acid Flood. Fantastic. That lets me discard arrows. Oh my goodness, is this important? We need this. We need to duplicate it. This is great. Really needed that. Acid Flood. Fantastic. The next thing that we really need, if we don't get any corrosive shots, is we really need... I don't remember what it's called, but we need the passive that decreases the armor of enemies. That is the next thing that now we desperately need. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I sure hope so. Alright, we're going to be doing Spiral. Every 4th hit deals 100% more damage. I'll take it. Well, you know when, like, your pet is just, like, sitting there being all cute and you just want to pet him and poke him, whatever. I'm assuming that's what he meant. Alright, let's do a quick dodge. Because it's a loving bully. You bully with love. So let's see here. So you have 20, 40, 60, 70-ish damage. So we're good here. I can't get a kill, so I don't think I want to play aim shot. I think I'm just going to go all out with my maneuvers, which feels so strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Man, I don't like playing this way, but here we are. Okay, I can bring in an elemental. I am a little bit tempted to play Flood, but I'm not going to remove his armor enough. Yeah, let's just bring in something. Oh, it's going to kill him. Okay. Let's play Feint. I think we also want this to flip, don't we? Yeah, we do. So yeah, let's kill him now. Alright. Whew, I think we're going to duplicate a card. We are going to be duplicating what we just grabbed, the Acid Flood. Ooh, Mastered Feints is a good call too, but let's get the Acid Flood. We need to get 2 of them. All right, this isn't a bad draw. The main thing I'm always looking at is Ethel. So we got another one. So we have a level 2 Ethel and a level 1. can upgrade the tier. Let's do so. I think I got a new rare. What did we get? Sigil? Okay, not a good one. Alright, we're going to put tier in, replacing one of the Gars. Yeah, so for the first 2 turns of combat, we'll be getting plus 75% damage. Well, plus 150% actually, because it's 75 doubled. Now, our current system is not going to go well once we get to the Four Dwellers. So we need to find runestones that are going to drastically change our playstyle, or else we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 shy. Actually, this is when kitchen sink kind of makes sense. Man, that's a lot of damage, though. Huh. That is a lot of damage, though. I don't know why this is making me nervous a little bit. I mean, I could toss a smoke bomb if it's that concerning. I'm gonna grab every arrow because of the kitchen sink, so I could do a second precursor. Okay, let's do this. We're going to stun. Actually, I should have stunned somebody else. Yeah, I should have stunned him. That's okay. Alright, let's do an acid flood. Call to arms. Let's do a second acid flood. Well, so if we do this, what exactly are we trying to accomplish? Because I can get rid of one of them. Yeah, I can't quite kill this guy. Even if I go all out, well, I need to discard 3 cards in order for this to happen at the moment. Acid Flood, which would mean that I can play 3 of the other cards and try to go after this guy, but I don't think I can accomplish that. I suppose I don't need to. I might be overcomplicating it. Because if I just go all defenses, then we're fine. Yeah, let's just play it safe. I don't need to be worried. We'll just go completely defensive. We're going to do another acid flood anyway, though. Let's put it on him. Let's grab a water shot, kill him. Doubling our damage output. So we're dealing tons and tons of damage at the moment. Alright, we can probably kill him. We can then do an acid flood. Okay. Bring in a big hit. Not quite enough, huh? Okay. Very close, though. Alright. Well, let's go a little bit defensive, and we're fine. We'll just die. You'll love to see it. Alright. Well, we have a 4th, essentially a kitchen sink. I don't want to have a 4th. So, that's too many. I think... Currently, what are we thinking? When we duplicate, we're going to want to have another massive feint or another quick dodge. Man, I guess Unyielding Quiver isn't that bad to take. It is exiled. Man, do we need those corrosive shots. Man, do we need them. I don't want to grab too many shots because I don't want to... Well, I think that all I want now in terms of arrows is a big hit, but I don't have one, which is such a shame, by the way. Alright, let's just leave it, because I don't want to risk getting corrosive arrows and then that being a problem. Alright, so patience, after ending a turn without dealing any hits, that's actually happened for once. Increase damage of the next hit by 100%, not bad. Concussion, every 10th hit stuns. That has saved our... Oh, Caltrops is what we need, though. It's a shame because all the... Well, Concussion is pretty nice. I almost always take it, but Caltrops is way too useful. After discarding an arrow or spirit arrow, reduce armor of all enemies by 10 for 3 turns. That's so amazing, pairing that with the acid shot, acid flood. So, Now it's the Horned Guardian? Yes. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to remember. Okay. Let's see. I probably want to stun this guy. He's dealing too big of a hit. Cool. Let's do a good old quick dodge. So he's almost defended from that. So, what is this? About 45-ish. So anything will defend. So let's do an Unbreakable. So honestly, if I get a shot off, I want it to be a kill. That's not going to happen. So I could do an Acid Flood if I... Yeah, I guess I could. I've learned that the Horned Guardian deals the most damage of these guys, so let's do that. Okay. I could bring in an Elemental Arrow. Could also do a second Acid Flood, really removing his armor. I don't have any smoke shots. Yeah, let's think about this, because I do need to... yeah, I didn't get... Yeah, all three of those cards would have been nice to draw. Now let's think about it. So if I do the kitchen sink, I can get the other smoke shot. If I get an elemental, I can bring it in, attack, Acid Flood, bring in a smoke shot, stop one of them, well, him from attacking. He's too deadly. I might need to kill the moving stones as I look at this. Alright. I think I do. Which I hate doing to a point, but had to happen. We're just going to leave this. The Unbreakable Feint is free. I think we're just going to play it. Yeah. I am a little bit tempted. I'm probably going to have to do a gamble, actually, just to prevent myself from taking damage, which is not a good place to be in. Yep, I have to. Well, now I didn't even need it. I just need to draw one more card. It would have been fine. What a shame. Okay. So, now that that's the case, well, I can still do the Call to Arms. We'll bring in a ton of stuffs. It doesn't really matter what happens to a point, as long as I play the Massive Feint, which I'll just do it now. Yeah, because now we're just blocking against everything. It's a shame we didn't get that before. So now we're not taking any damage. We can still stun somebody. If I stun him, he will remove, I will remove more armor. I can get a kill here with an aim shot, which is very nice. Too bad this doesn't get a kill. Since it doesn't, I don't want to play it. What else do we want to consider? We could do more Acid Flood. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, then we can just end it. Okay. Now, that wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it also wasn't the best. Alright, let's bring in our new card. Yep. Now, if this is good enough... Oh, wow. Ooh. Big hit. Okay, that's going to everybody, huh? So a free feint. Could even do another feint. Actually, I think I do want to smoke. Let's smoke him, because he's gonna die from the dark shot. Everybody will. Well, the two guys on the outside. Okay, so we still have the damage output, so we can kill him. But we do actually get a free maneuver now. So let's do a dodge. Now let's do it. Do another kill. And play a feint. We could play a kitchen sink. Sure. Let's see what we have left. Yeah, it's a pretty big hit, but it doesn't get us a kill. This is so close. Dang. So close. I guess I could do a distraction. Maybe that'll be enough. No. Okay, well, we'll just end it. Alright, bring this in, and now we're good. Wow. 10,000 damage. Awesome. Let's flip the feint. I like the pebble throw. I think I like it on this side. Alright. Yes, we'll be removing a card. We're going to be removing a regular arrow. Okay. Cool. More stuff. I'm probably not going to be using it, which would be the best case scenario. Another weird candle. We eventually want to pop one. Maybe after this fight. Okay. We have a quick dodge. We'll start off with that. Cool. You have to do an unbreakable. We're still not defending against them all. We're going to have to do another unbreakable. Even now it's a little bit close, but we're good. Yeah, they do deal a lot of damage, don't they? If I do this, I'll lose the attack bonus, but I think that's okay. To remove all their armor. Let's just bring it in. Water shot. Dead. Okay, they should get a kill. Yes. He's out. Sure, a pebble throw. Why not? Bring in another attack. Dead. Okay, we can probably just kill this guy with a hit. Nice. Acid flood. Let's do the kitchen sink. And a hit. Oh, I forgot. We're too low. Yeah, the Lightbringer shot is dependent on having light, which I have none, so it dealt 0 damage, but it's okay. Anything you want to flip? No. I like everything as it is. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Man, 3 quivers, none of them are ones I want, so cancel that. Alright, quick assembly. After every 4th maneuver played in a turn, draw an arrow. No, thank you. Every time you deal more than 300 damage, heal 30. That is nice-ish, but I'm not taking damage. Loaded weapon at the start of each turn with full ultimate, gain 100% damage. That's really nice. We'll take it. Alright. So, things that we could do. We could do an acid flood followed by a call to arms, followed by an acid flood followed by a kill. Not entirely the worst case. Let's do a feint here. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all the blocking. Yeah, let's see how much we're gonna have to kill. It seems, well, at least one of these guys has to die or be stunned. Yeah, I can remove him. I can remove about 110 armor, so I can kill one of these guys pretty easily. It's just hard to tell if I want to do a kitchen sink. Oh, did I discard a... No, I didn't. If I do a kitchen sink, that will give me a smoke. Yeah, because then I'll be very fine. Won't be really a big deal then. So we'll put that on him. We can do another acid shot, or acid flood, my bad. Throw it on there, and then we can get a kill. Kill him. Alright. Get another kill. Bring that in. Well, I guess I'll just kill this guy. Yeah. Don't have that much damage to do to the healer, but I can just do this. Almost there. Yeah, we do need a big hit. Sadly, we don't have any. Let's do an acid flood. I guess I'll flip that one. Why not? Okay. Bring this in. Water shot. Cool. He's out. We can get rid of him soon. Oh, he's out. Cool. Alright, let's play the quick. Let's do another kitchen sink. I mean, I guess we could just do an acid flood. Help us for the next round. Because then, yeah, they're all going to die pretty quickly. Oh, we're losing an energy next turn. I'm going to have to pop a... I'll just do the candle now. Because at that point, when it's harming us, we have to just use the candle. Alright, dead. Dead. Should be able to get a kill here. If we... yeah, we should. Yep. Sure, let's do the dodge. Alright, dark shot. Well, that'll end this. Well, almost. Alright. Man. 1,300 damage. Man, 2,700%. That's so much, dude. Hey, potato. Hello, potato. How are you doing? Let's see. So Ricochet, it's the first. I think this is the first one we've seen that has cleave. I think I'm going to do advanced feint though. Let's get another one. All right. Let's see. Either every third hit deals 100% additional damage, or every third arrow gives us a ultimate barrier or ultimate charge. My bad. I guess we'll get third hit deals more damage. I think this is my favorite treasure guardian coming up. It sure is. Ooh, didn't draw too well. Okay. Let's just do an acid flood. And we're probably just gonna be ending it. I could do a call to arms. Actually, we do. Wow, all these cards. We actually do get a benefit for discarding card arrows. So just do it again. Cool. This is actually kind of perfect. So let's bring in the water shot. Get a kill. Not quite enough to get a second kill. Just hit him. I know, potato. That's what I said, kind of. I was saying to Clockwork that I hope that that's what he meant. It was the loving kind of bullying that we all know. Do we have any more hits? Just a returning shot. Alright, well, he should die from the remaining oil. Oh, I thought, okay. It was just one more hit. I thought it would have taken at least two, but... Okay. Duplicating a card or increase your card draw. We have some nice cards. Huh. If I duplicate a card, what would I even duplicate? I can't think of anything I really want to duplicate. Everything is pretty good. So let's just increase our card draw. What we need is just to have a guarantee that we get a variety. And since it's not a guarantee, it makes sense to just increase card draw, I think. Alright. That was a very terrible runestone draw, but that's okay. We will soldier on. I just realized we're missing one there. I don't remember if I took it off. None of these are all too useful. Yeah, none of them are. Alright, let's stun an enemy every 4 turns. Yeah, I tossed the cat up in the air as high as I could and jumped up after it. Deliver a 27-hit bicycle kick before it hit the ground. Oh, man. Yes. Yes. Aggressive head boops. That was my assumption. You can never be too sure. Alright, so let's do an acid flood. He's going down there. I could bring in a call to arms. Let's do it. Because I should get a aim shot, which will kill this guy. And then we can bring in a pretty big elemental, which will kill him. Well, anyone was, I guess, a valid option. I'll just do an acid flood. Kill somebody. Get rid of him. And him. They have way too much armor. Let's do... Okay, yeah, let's do an acid flood. We can do a call to arms for the kitchen sink. We could do a second acid flood. I guess we will. It's a little bit excessive. Does call to arms work with this? Can I do it again? I've drawn everything. Okay, yes, I can. Okay. I wasn't too sure. Alright. Quick dodge, why not? Alright, big hit here. Water shot, will kill anything. You're dead. Can almost get rid of you. Oh, you are gone. Cool. Let's do a acid flood again. Fantastic. We want this to flip actually, so let's do that. $2,000 damage. That is kind of high, if you ask me. Okay. Let's see. Let's play that dodge. Let's do another kitchen sink. He's out. I could probably get rid of him if I attack him enough. I'll probably do it. Alright. Ooh, a dark shot. Lovely way to end this. I'll leave it how it is. Alright. Okay, well, we have another Lightbringer's Avalanche. I'm not going to take it. I want the other Lightbringer arrow, but we haven't found it, so we'll live. It's okay. Everything is fine. Let's take a concussion. A good concussion. This is the pleasant kind of concussion. I'll take a concussion here. So every 10th hit in combat will stun an enemy. Let's get another damage and then go to... I believe this is the last legendary before the big one. Let's see what we fight. I think it is. Yes, this is it. Okay. So the next one after this is going to be the Four Dwellers. Alright. So I have lost here before. I want to say twice. Let's do a quick dodge. Let's try to prevent that from happening. I guess we're just going to do the same stuff as always. Man. Man, oh man. Is this smart? I think so. Well, I'm going to have to do the Mastered Feint. Well, let's just do it now, because I know we're going to have to do it. 175 is being blocked. So, presuming I get these 2 kills, I'm going to have to deal with about 400 damage between the 3. 400 damage? Really? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to play every defensive card I have, which is okay. Alright. Well, actually, we're not alive yet. Because what I need to have happen is I need to be able to do a second Acid Flood, really lower their armor, and then get a couple of kills here. Well, at least one. Actually, I think I just need to get one kill now that I'm looking at this. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. I guess I don't actually need the kill, do I? As I look at this. You know what? Let's do something weird. Yeah, let's bring in this air shot. Yeah, so we can get the kill this way. Then let's do an acid flood. Let's remove his armor. And yeah, then we're maxed out for the next round. We're going to have a big hit the next round. We're defending against a ton of damage. He's going to go down pretty easily here. We really want advanced feints to flip, so let's flip it. Now we get a free defensive ability. You know what? Let's do distraction. Let's lower their damage output by 25%. It doesn't help me a ton. Does a shot kill this guy? It actually does. Let's do it. Okay. We could do a dodge. Let's do it. How much damage are they dealing? They're dealing a little bit over 100 apiece. That's surprisingly not too bad. Okay. Let's bring in the elemental. Fire arrow, Coolio. Hit him. Let's do the acid flood. Let's keep pinning that guy down and do a call to arms. Cool. Okay. Let's bring in an unbreakable. Actually, I think that we're defending against this now, right? Yeah, this is about 200. Well, it's actually a little bit close. Let's bring in an unbreakable thing, yeah. I think I'm going to let this go. We're going to end the turn. This will be maxed out. We're dealing a boatload of damage. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? I do have an acid flood, so I think I'm going to be bringing in an elemental. Okay, so I can get a kill here. He's dead. The aim shot is dealing a lot of damage now. I want that to flip. And they're still dealing about 100 damage apiece, which isn't too bad, actually. Let's do a feint, so now we should be defended. We can do another feint for free, why not? Yeah, I don't want to do this since I can't get the kill. Yeah, let's reduce their armor for 3 turns, and we're just going to be ending the turn, because we're not taking damage. We're getting a big hit. Yeah, I did say it before. Oh yeah, I can't deal damage to him. Alright. I did say it before. I don't particularly like playing a character as I am, with the just waiting and getting the kills. I mean, he's gonna die pretty brutally here, but oh my goodness. That's so much. To be honest, I could probably make this number even higher. But yeah. I just don't have fun when I'm not playing cards. It feels weird. But, okay, let's discard a card. Now, a shot does make sense. I will say the pebble throw helped a little. It'll probably help a little bit more against the 4 dwellers. Yeah, so we're going to leave that. We want to leave the quivers. We really need that corrosive quiver. Let's just remove a regular old shot. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. I am a little bit tempted to remove a feint, but that's probably a little bit too dangerous. All right, more stuffs. We got a blood candle. I probably could use that. Save our regular candles for the future. You know what? Let's just do it now. Great. Okay. A lot of health. A lot of armor. Cool. Ooh. We did not get an acid flood. Huh. Okay. So then we have to get a kill. We can't get a kill. Well, so we're just gonna have to stun him and defend against him. Ugh. I don't. Alright, well, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's fine. I don't want him to remove all that armor. We can defend one more time, then we're good. He was tossing the cat across the room onto the couch, and she'd run back for more. You're still defending yourself. We can play the Unbreakable Feint, I think. Let's end it. I believe you, kid. I believe you. Huh. Let's bring this in. Yeah, I can get a kill here. Great. I might be able to get a kill here. Yep. Great. Alright, so now we can just be doing some attacks. Can get rid of him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we really need to get rid of this guy. We can defend against him with just a single Unbreakable Feint. The next one is going to be free as well, but I think I'm going to save that for the following round. Yeah. That was an accident. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's remove their armor. They are stunned for 2 turns now. I didn't intend to do that. It always feels cheap when I do something like that. That's why I didn't, but fine, game. If you insist. Let's play this. It's free. Also, we want it to flip. Same thing with this feint. Let's see what we get. Water shot. Cool. Alright, that guy's out of here. Let's see. Let's just end it. Let's see what we get. Let's play the feint for free. Let's get something new. Fire shot. It'll kill anything. Alright, you're out. Nothing needs to be flipped. I think I want to keep the pebble throw on this side. It's a little bit hard to tell. Let's do an aim shot. Acid. Alright, dart shot, so then this is about to be over. Wow, 3,000% damage. That's high. Again, I would say so. You know, to me that's a big hit. You know, just me. Well, you know what? Let's just see how much damage this hit will do. Out of curiosity. All right, yeah, 11,000. That is pretty exceptional. All right. Oh, finally. Okay. Well, we found the corrosive rainfall. At this point I've been playing as though I was never gonna get it. But I think that's okay. Let's take it. Okay. Well, we have quite nearly. Everything is about as good as it can get, in my opinion. There are probably a couple things I'm missing, but we're doing pretty good here. Let's do an overdrive. Every hit grants you 5% damage. Yeah, that's nice. All right. I will say now at this point, I am almost dependent upon drawing an acid flood. I'm going to have to duplicate one. Yeah, because if I don't draw it at the wrong time, then we're in a lot of trouble. Right now we're fine, but, you know, it could have been better. Alright, I think an Unbreakable will be enough, right? I'll actually be a little bit close. It'll be at about 275-ish. 270. 120, 240, 280. Yep, because also we're going to be discarding some arrows, so we're good. Olive and Ninja. Awesome. Man, why did they give me the dark shot? Okay, fine. Fine. My goodness. Oh yeah, now I'm dealing 3,000% damage. Okay, I guess I'll live with it. We could have killed him, but I wanted to wait so I can play that feint. Yeah, and kill him. Yeah, I've had 2 dogs in my life. Lady and Molly. Exhausting Shot is pretty good. Deal a hit for 100% damage, or deal X hit, sorry, for 100% damage. X is equal to the number of arrows in hand. That isn't bad. I should probably get High Ground as well to guarantee something defensive. I think I will. It's not exceptionally good, but it has saved our lives, so we'll take it. Alright, so we have Virtuous Killer. Every 3rd arrow played gives us an ultimate. We have Panic Attack. Every 3rd maneuver gives us 5 barrier. Ugh. After ending a turn without dealing any hits, increase damage of the next hit by 100%. That is happening occasionally now. I can't imagine Virtuous Killer being all too helpful, so let's do Patience. We've never done it. Alright, only one guy is attacking us. Oh, a big hit. Cool. Now, if I do Acid Flood to him, I'm sure I could kill him, right? Totally. Totally. Let's do it. Very close. Oh, he's dead. Wow. That was the exact number. I don't know what the odds of that was. That was like a 1% chance of happening, but I mean, he would have died anyway, but still cool. Alright, let's do a big draw. Do another Acid Flood. Do another Call to Arms. We're just doing this over and over again. Alright, we have a aim shot. We can kill him. And yeah, this can't quite kill him. We'll just save it. Big hit. Well, we can get rid of him. Anything we want to play? Not particularly. These are all on the right side. So let's do some hits. Yeah. Alright, let's bring this in. We can get a kill. Actually, should have hit him. Not a big deal, I don't think. Or let's remove a ton of armor. Bring in something else. Oh, aim shot. There it is. Alright, he's out. Bring in another Call to Arms. Why not? Sure, let's do more Acid Flood. Yeah, we're not we're not exactly drawing well with Corrosive Rainfall. It's coming in at the times we don't need it. Or like can't play it, I should say. But let's do it because we haven't in so long. Alright. He's out of here. That one's about out of here. There you go. Ooh, a dark shot. Alright, so everybody dies. We have a returning shot. You can kill him. Why not? And nothing needs to flip, right? Actually, I kind of like this on the other side at the beginning. It's hard to tell, you know. Alright. Dead. dead. He's also gone. And, yeah. They're all out of here. We are inching closer. We're actually pretty close. Alright, cancel that. Let's... Man, unarmed defense. Each discarded arrow grants you an armor for 3 turns. It's actually not very good. You know what? Let's do resurrection. I haven't done that in ages. So, if we barely die, essentially, we'll get the kill. I just realized I made a mistake. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I should have switched out some runes. It's cool. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Totally fine. We did get a nice acid flood. I have to think about this a lot more, because I'd prefer not to get killed, if that's at all possible. Let's start with an acid flood. Oh, the guy on the far right. Let's remember this time, because you can't read his numbers. So let's get rid of him first. Let's do a call to arms. This is one where I kind of want to save the maneuvers for the end. So we're going to attempt to do that. Could just do another acid flood. Currently they're dealing what? 100, 200, 340. Yeah, they're dealing 500 damage. Yeah, I would say that's a lot. 500 damage sounds like a lot to me. That is a lot. I guess I could smoke one. The middle guy. Congratulations, you've been selected. Okay, so now they're dealing 400 damage on average. Okay, so now, okay, so if I play a quick dodge, that will give me a little bit. I'll be at 50 something, close to 60. If I discard all these arrows, yeah, I'll be close to 100 block. Yeah, maybe I'll be okay. I'll play the feint. Yeah, I'll play the feint. I'll be at 175. Yeah, okay. So I think that we'll be okay. I don't think I even have to play the mastered feint if I don't want to. And I kind of don't. So, yeah, let's see here. I can play zero costing stuffs. However, I think I'm just going to be I'm just going to be doing an acid flood again. To kind of focus him down in a way. I think we may as well bring in a big elemental hit, but we could delay a round, but I don't think I'm going to. See what we get. Water shot. Okay, that does help us some, because then we can be pretty sure we're not taking any damage. Alright, quick dodge. Now I believe we're going to be fine. Alright, this needs a flip. I should calculate this out. We have more armor now. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're actually very fine. We're very okay here. Let's actually play the high ground. Also, I'm gonna pop a candle. Alright, I can bring in a corrosive rainfall. I do have acid flood. I think that this is going to work pretty well. Let's keep targeting this guy with toxic. Let's get him down as low as possible. Now, I want to do an acid flood again. To bring in the big hit. Air shot. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty big hit. Now, let's wait a moment. Now, I can do a pebble throw to stun somebody. I guess I'll stun him. It'll be the next one I'll go for, I guess. You have a free defense, huh? Yeah. This actually isn't too bad. Let's do a feint. Yeah, let's just do 2, or an unbreakable and a middle ground. We should be perfectly fine at that point. We're dealing tons of damage here. We can't quite kill him. We're really, really close. I guess I could top man. It's that dangerous. Well, do I want to try to guarantee the kill with it then? The thing is, if I get the kill, I'm going to double my damage output, right? Nah, no, look, it doesn't matter. Let's not throw too much stuff at this to do so, because I think that we're doing very good at the moment. Alright. So I can do an acid flood. We should go to the next guy. Alright, that looks good. Let's bring this in. This should just kill this guy. Absolutely. Get a free card here. Let's just do low ground. Let's see where we're at from here. We probably want to play dodge. 60... Yeah, 66, 130 something. Yeah, it's a little bit close. It is a smidge close. Let's do call to arms. As these cards get discarded, we gain bonuses. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to stun him. Okay. Let's do that again. Yeah, let's see here. What do we want to do? We could just discard them. Yeah, let's get rid of one of these Sprigness discharges. Yeah. Alright, we're doing very well. A little bit too well. A little bit. Whew, a dark shot. Interesting game. Interesting choice. Well, with a dark shot, well, they're not even hitting me. They're not even hitting me. Okay, so I don't even have to worry. Let's just play all the cards that are going to be giving us benefits, right? Sure. Well, let's save the Mastered Feint. I shouldn't go all out. And let's do it. Okay, well. That was about 30,000 damage between them. That's a fair bit. And we'll end it. Okay. He does have a chance to die. Actually, I think we need the kitchen sink at the moment. I don't know if this counts as a kill if I hit him with aim shot. A little bit scary. Alright, let's hit the kitchen sink. I kind of want to do just distraction, lower their armor. That should be very helpful. We're dealing tons of damage at the moment. Yeah, part of me does want to upgrade my attack until aim shot can get a kill, but it's a little bit too risky. Just a little bit. What am I at? I'm at 2. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to be playing my other 2 maneuvers, because sadly we didn't get too many. I actually did just realize if they high roll their attacks, then we're in trouble. So let's stun one of them. Let's do an acid flood. Yeah, I'm a little bit too worried, so let's do something like that. Now, if they do max damage, we're still alive. If they do minimum damage, then there's nothing to worry about in the first place. So, all right, cool. Let's play low ground. Let's play quick dodge. Now, I need to play a call to arms at some point. I may as well just do it now. Could do an acid flood. Let's do it on the next guy, because this guy should go down from this. Yep, he's out. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I can play one more card. Let's play a feint. We need it to flip for the future. All right. So we're close to 1,000 damage again. Man, again we're not getting the acid flood, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're gonna have to do another call to arms. I kind of, you know what? We're going to do the corrosive Ugh, mistimed that. We're going to do a Corrosive Rainfall as well, just to remove some of his armor. The reason why I said mistimed it is that I now have 2 cards on top of my deck that are both Toxic Shots. I didn't want that to happen, but it's okay. So, do we need to smoke? No, we have tons of blocking cards, right? Yeah. Yeah, but I guess it doesn't hurt to be safe. So let's do that. Then we're going to be doing an Acid Flood. Let's bring it in. Alright, lower his damage output. Oh, also accidentally stunned him. I guess I'll take it. Alright, so we want to do 1 defensive play here. Is this going to be enough? 75 block. It might not. Let's do an Unbreakable. I guess we could do both. Reduce armor of all enemies by 25. Let's do that. Alright, so we have an Acid Flood, but we have no bags. 0 bags, huh? Alright, let's just use the Toxic Shots on this guy. Remove his armor. Or, yeah, his armor. We could bring in the Elemental. Probably a good call. Ooh, a Dark Shot. Cool. I'll just play it. Alright, get that guy's out of here. Get a Feint off. Get another free card. Let's do the High Ground. Now, what are they looking at? This is about 100 damage. This guy's less than that. So we probably want to do 1 more defensive card. Let's do an Unbreakable Feint. So we're good there. Let's do an Acid Flood. We did waste a little bit of our damage percentage there, but he has less armor now. Both of them do. Because, right, they are catching up in terms of armor. Alright. I could bring this in. I think that I will. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's actually just play it, because he should be able to die. So I can kill him. The other 2 do have a lot. Ooh, we didn't draw well with our maneuvers. Alright, so I don't know if we actually can kill him then. I guess I could do a Lightbringer. It only cost me 1. Yeah. That'll work, because then, right, then I have a free Feint. I can play an Unbreakable. Now, they could deal a little bit of damage to me, so, you know what, let's do a middle ground. Yeah, let's do a Corrosive Rainfall too. Yeah, we need to be removing their armor. Oh, they're not even activating. Cool. Anything I want to play or flip? I want to flip low ground for sure. I want to flip a Feint for sure. I want to keep Mastered Feints on the side that it's on. Don't want to do Pebble Throw. So yeah, let's just attack them. And do an Acid. Alright, they have a lot of friends. A lot of friends indeed. Let's hit him, removing some of his damage. Alright. So, we don't have the best defenses here, but let's do a High Ground, Unbreakable, and an Unbreakable. We're going to have to do all of them. Ooh. Interesting. So he can still actually kill me. I could, well, I'm probably going to have to smoke to guarantee that I don't die. But I don't have a smoke. When's the next time that I stun? Concussion isn't... Okay, I can do that. I need him to be the one stunned, though. Oh, it didn't count as a hit. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to be 1 attack shy. Does it say hit? It says hits. It's not arrows. Well, if worse comes to worse, I can do the call to arms. But this should count as 2. Yep, this should count as 1. Yes. I had to make sure about that. And then if we do 1 throwing knife, we're fine then. We'll stun him. Alright. Now, this is getting a little bit concerning, but we're doing okay at the moment. We're just so overloaded with these weirdness discharges, but we don't want to play them. Alright, so I can get rid of him soon. Those guys are a problem, but they're not a major one. Let's do middle ground. I could do a pebble throw, but not all too helpful. Let's do a dodge. Yeah, so we'll save that for the next round. Could just do an aim shot. Is that more damage? Yeah, this is more damage. But I don't think I will. Let's just end it. Now, we might have enough damage to be able to kill this guy. Their damage output is pretty nuts. Alright, let's play a low ground. Huh. I don't know if this is going to be enough. So I think that the only way that he's going to die is if I get the Dark Shot, Psychic Shot, or Air Shot. I don't really have a if worse comes to worse situation. I think that what I'm going to have to do is first off, let's bring in some Toxics. We didn't have enough of an attack percentage here. This one's kind of high, but let's remove his armor. We can. Yes, I think I am doing this okay. I am a little bit worried that I'm not, but I think I am. Yeah, I want to save the Feint and Master Feint for the end there. So we could just do the Acid Flood now. That should be enough to kill him at that point. We're also going to throw it on him. Now this should kill him. Yes, it does. So he's out of here. This guy isn't completely defended, but I was assuming that. Yeah, I was gonna play both. Yeah, he's dealing so much damage there. Yeah, 330 something. Yeah, we're good, but it is a little bit close, but we're good. Okay, he kind of low rolled, so we're good. All right, let's do a quick dodge. Okay. I think that we're going to be okay now, but oh my goodness. Oh dear. Alright, let's play a feint. Let's play a high ground. That's all fine. We can play a zero costing unbreakable. That's also fine. Alright, so now we should be fine in terms of... Yeah, let's do a dark shot. Cool. We should be fine at this point. Acid Flood, why not? Alright, so he'll be out of here. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Okay, the 5-4 dwellers are done. That was the tough fight that you have to kind of get through to get to the next ones. But we did it, so that's awesome. Let's see. What do I want to get rid of? I could just get rid of a regular shot. I'm always discarding it. Thank you, Masha. Cat tomatoes. I do love that emoji, by the way. Man. I feel like given what we're doing, man, I don't know. I think I want to get rid of Pebble Throw now. It's no longer helpful. Yeah. Or at least it's not helpful enough. Ooh. Okay, we have a Tome. Let's take the Smoke Bombs instead. Let's also drink one of these. At full health. Alright, we also got some new stuff here. Alright, we... Okay, I also did make a mistake in terms of having the Polished Tear in here. We pretty much did that fight without combat, or without weapon runes, because these only help in the first 2 rounds, and yeah, I intended to switch it out, but I forgot. So that was pretty rough. This is helpful with the regular fights, but not against the Four Dwellers, because the Four Dweller fight takes like 20 rounds to get through. So it's just, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But anyway, with a cracked Ken, duplicate the 13th card played. Finally have a duplicate. The cracked Theo isn't too bad either. After killing an enemy, gain 100% damage this turn. Then in the armor slot, after killing an enemy, draw a card with its cost reduced by 1. Both of those are rather tempting to take. The win isn't very good with stun a random enemy every 4 turns, so let's put Theo in there. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, so after we kill an enemy, we'll draw a card. So that should be a little bit helpful. What else? Man, it's just a question of if I want to have to duplicate the 13th card. How much damage am I dealing? 36 to 40. So the polished Gar is increasing my damage output by about 10%. Yeah. So 10% additional damage, or the 13th card played is duplicated. I mean, if you can time it well, it's amazing. But man, is it hard to time, because that's going to be in like the 3rd round. Ugh. Well, maybe the 2nd one at the very end. You know what? Let's do the duplication. All right. And weird candle. And brace yourself. All right, guys. 10 more fights. Just 10 more, and then we are in the top 10 officially. Okay, we can get the kill there. That's pretty cool. Pretty easy shot. Pretty tempting shot. I guess I could just do it. If he's out of here, I'll be doubling my damage output soon. No, we will. Just you see. We totally will. Yeah, let's just get rid of this guy. It did let us draw a card. It let us draw a pretty nice card too. Advance Faints. Oh yeah, the 2 new tomato emojis. Thank you. And the potatoes. Well, oh yeah, I forgot. I need to put them in Discord. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I think I told you, Kitchouts, but right, I can only put 1 more on YouTube until I get 1 more member. So it's just how it works. Sadly. So let's do the Corrosive Rainfall. I'm a little bit nervous to go after him. Let's wait until we get rid of this guy at least. Actually, I can remove a little bit of his armor. Let's do that. And let's do it to every... let's do it this way. Okay. Let's do the Acid Flood. I think now's the time, right? I hope I'm doing this right. Ooh, I'm 1 shy. Okay, that means I'm going to have to do a Call to Arms. Ooh, but if I do that, I have to kill him or else I die. Well, I'm getting the Acid Flood. Fortune favors the bold. Okay. Let's do it. So if I do an Acid Flood, he will lose it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of guaranteeing the kill, but I just really don't want to die a little bit. Well, I was nervous. Oh, I am still nervous. That was badly timed. Very badly timed. Because the problem with Darkshot at this point is that if I don't kill the Stalker completely, the Stalker is going to be dealing absurd amounts of damage. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Okay. So he's dealing... Okay, yeah, actually it's not that absurd. Mildly absurd. Shocking amounts. Alright, there. Took no damage. We're good. Maybe replace the basic tomato on YouTube. Oh, yeah. That's smart. That is what I shall do. Let's do a feint. And another feint. I just realized that was duplicated. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I need to like hire somebody to manage everything. Because it's just stuff that's just easy for me to forget about, you know? Alright, let's do an acid flood, remove some of his armor. Okay. Let's do a corrosive rainfall. Remove even more armor. Let's do a call to arms. For some reason we didn't get an acid flood, which is fine. We got it now. Do a big hit. Get rid of him. Low ground, we want that to be played. I'm going to play this so we draw cards, mainly so we can discard them. Alright, Psychic Shot. We could just get rid of that guy, sure. Why not? Let's see. Let's play the Dodge. Cool. Do a Call to Arms. Awesome. We can't quite get a... Well, we might be able to get a kill with Aim Shot. Yeah, actually probably can. Let's do an Acid Flood on him. Yeah, that was kind of foolish, but we've called arms. We can just bring back the Aim Shot. Get rid of him. So we can keep shooting him down, but I don't exactly need to. Display a feint, we want it to flip. Then yeah, let's just do an acid flood. Alright, a fire shot, get rid of him. Can get rid of him. And I can almost get rid of him. That we did. Awesome. Alright, let's do an acid flood again. Can bring in the kitchen sink. There should be enough attacks to just get rid of this guy. Yes. Alright, we'll just end it. Come on, Dark Shot. Nope. Doesn't really matter. Alright, he's dead. He's dead. And dead. Anything you want to flip before I end it? The answer is no. Alright, farewell. This one. Lightbringer. Alright, extra attack. Whew. Alright guys, 8 more fights, or I think 8 is why I need to tie for 10? I don't know. We'll say 9 is what we need. I think that it is 9. Okay. Interesting. Let's do a quick dodge. Cool. I probably do need to calculate it out as to what I'll need. They're dealing a ton of damage. Man, we were doing so good. I can't stun. No, I can. I can stun that Juggernaut. That's it. Maybe I will. So now I have to block 400 damage. The lizard got loose? Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Clockwork. That sounds dangerous. Oh dear. And thank you, Clockwork. I'm getting so close. We might actually make it. Alright, let's do an acid flood. I can do both of these. Oh dear. If I'm doing that, I'm assuming I'm getting the kill on the Corrupted Giant. But I think I can do that. I think I can make that assumption. Let's play it safe and just do an acid flood. If I do it on him, that might become overkill, but that's okay. Let's bring in the new attack. Uh-oh. Man, sometimes this is given at the wrong time. Now let's do an unbreakable. Let's increase our damage output some. Alright, it's very close to kill the Juggernaut, but he kind of needs to die. Oh, he did. Okay, we're good. He did die. We're good. Wow, they all died in one round. Okay, okay. Ooh, awesome. Anything I want to have? I don't really think so. I probably could take something off, but I don't know. Some of this stuff I could imagine being useful. Let's just leave it. I'm surprised I didn't find the acid... What is it called? The acid flask? Yeah, the acid flask. We haven't seen one the entire time. Alright. More fun. He is stunnable. Stun. Okay, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's throw in a feint. Ooh, I just realized we do not have what we want. So what we want to have happen is we need to go completely defensive. 100,000%. Yeah, let's do an unbreakable. I don't think that's enough. Okay. He deals a lot of damage. Crazy. Alright, so this should be enough to block everything. It's a little close if he gets high rolls, but okay, we're good. Alright. So we're doing a big hit. Right. Ugh. Yeah, this is only for one hit. Though, yeah, it is. So if I bring in my big elemental attack, it's probably not going to be enough. If it isn't, we do have a problem. Let's see. That's very close. Okay, so we should be fine. It'll be a little bit close. But we can do a bunch of these acid floods. Because we have a call to arms. We can smoke him again. Now this should kill him. It does. Alright, so then the only thing we need to worry about is the tormented grub. But we're actually okay. Let's play the advanced feint. We want it to flip. Now let's end it. Alright, let's see what we get. Water shot. Yeah, I can almost kill him. We can finish him off pretty easily. Oh, I think it was, Ken went off, so it was played twice. Awesome. Alright, so he's dead. Alright, let's play the card. Oh. He's dealing 400 damage. Okay, okay, we're fine though. I didn't realize he was doing that, but should have been a little bit more on top of things. Just need to play one more. Okay, we could play one more to be ultra safe. Probably should. That's free, we're not going to play it. Okay, let's play the feint. We want it to flip. Might as well play middle ground. So we're going to do a huge hit here. Probably is going to kill him. It does. Let's see. Let's do an acid flood. Alright. Can play a feint. Also the low ground. We want it just to flip. Whatever this is, it should be enough. Alright, so he's out of here. Let's do another call to arms. Alright. Everything seems fine. Oh, dark shot. Okay, that's nice. Anything that I want to flip doesn't quite look like it. Let's do this. I'll get rid of everybody on the screen. And he's dead. And one more. That's not enough. There it is. There it is. Alright, we're at 40. Whew. Alright. The fact that they're not attacking the first round, this might be rough on other characters, but I think that we're going to do pretty well here. Hey, Masha. Alright, let's do an acid flood. Alright, pretty good there. We want to do a second one. You just beat the glowing sheep mini boss. Ooh, that's awesome. Well done. Look, Clockwork just head out. It's a shame. Oh wow, that's awesome. Let's do that one. Yeah, honestly, Expedition 33 definitely did pleasantly surprise me. Yeah, dodge galore. Yeah, me too. I haven't even tried a parry since they taught me about it. It was like, eh. No, thank you. Okay, this is worse than I thought. So I could kill him. I could then go after him. Also, he has 0 costing Unbreakable. Let's kill him now. Yeah, it doubles our damage, kind of. Let's do an Unbreakable. Let's do a quick dodge. I'm probably going to have to defend against one of these guys, which is a little bit scary. Alright, let's do a kitchen sink. Actually, maybe I can't. Oh, I'll have to do this one, the 0 coster. Oh. You came across a mini boss that can only be beaten with parries. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be me. Well, I guess we'll move on. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I think that they actually deal too much damage. I think I actually do have to get the kills, don't I? That is a little bit scary. So I think I'm gonna have to do another kitchen sink after doing another acid flood. Huh, this one actually is pretty tough. Well, I suppose I could use one of my 5 smoke bombs. That should make it that a shot will get the kill. Yeah, so that'll help. So now we get a free card. Let's do an Unbreakable. Let's do low ground, because I don't think we can actually defend against them. Can we? If I play this, we'll have 460-ish block. Yeah, it's just one hit. Yeah, we have to kill him. Okay. We'll play it for extra damage, I guess. So I'm gonna have to do an acid flood anyway. Now we're gonna do a call to arms. Wait, what? Okay. I must have misunderstood that a little bit. I know, well, yeah, it's not his lizard. Did you catch that, by the way, Potato? It's a fence lizard. Man, it looks like we're gonna have to be doing a bunch of throwing knives. That doesn't seem right. They're not your kind of pets? Yeah. Mine neither. Me neither. Yeah. You need the fluff. I completely agree with that sentiment. Totally a dinosaur. Wow. Be nice. But yes, you're right. It is like a dinosaur. By the way, what's currently happening is I'm essentially I ate a bunch of stuff to deal more damage with my knives to get that kill. You were being mean to the dinosaur. That's who is hurt in this. Your barrier is 50% stronger, huh? That's good, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. As I believe that means that, yeah, that is pretty good. I think I have to use that. What do I do? I guess I remove the 10 armor, but armor is so good for this character, you know? Alright. Yeah, did you ask the lizard how it feels about being called a dino? Okay, so they're waiting around. I kind of have to kill them, right? We do have an acid flood. This is a little bit better than the time before. So we're gonna do said acid flood already. Yeah, get that out of the way. Yeah, toast with garlic butter? Sounds awesome. Very delicious. I love garlic. Dino fun fact, recently a new Ankylosaurus has been described super spiky boy. I honestly know next to nothing about dinos. Yeah, I don't know much. Super spiky boy. What a name. Let's see here. So I can do another acid flood. I could probably just do it on the same one, but yeah, I think I will. Then we're going to be bringing in our elemental hit. Hopefully it's going to be strong enough. It's a little bit hard to tell because it probably won't. Actually, since it won't, let's actually play the two paints. Because now it will be a lot closer. Yeah, we got him now. We gotcha. Let's play the middle ground. Alright. It's a big hit. Oh, a Dino D&D supplement, mainly editing and transferring into VTT. Virtual tabletop. Yeah. Yeah, I miss D&D. I love playing it. I haven't played it in a little bit. Well, I play it once a month. It doesn't feel like I play it often enough sometimes. But also, it's like, honestly, the last few games I've had haven't been as fun as usual. We should definitely pop one of those. Ugh. Let's see. Can't quite get the kill there. It would be very nice if I could. Man, we have too many cards. Ugh, this isn't actually good. play a dodge. Now, the next card is going to be duplicated. So let's see. Oh, it's a dark shot. Okay, okay. Then they're all dead. That's good. Let's play low ground. We want it to flip. Oh! That was so dumb of me. Oh my gosh. I was thinking they just dead. We got the duplicate, but I did it with low ground. That was so dumb. I should have just played it. That was a huge miss. Hopefully that doesn't kill me. That would be awful. But I don't think so, because this will be enough. Yeah, I think that they're still dead. I think that they're still dead. It was just a guaranteed kill. Now it's not a guaranteed, but... Yep, they're dead. That was a big mistake, but it's okay. We got the... Actually, should have grabbed the armor. Now that we don't have the extra armor rune. We're a little bit on the low side at 42. This enemy will become tougher when it has less than 50% HP. Yes. Okay. Immunity to stun, immunity to stun. He's not immune to stun. So we know what's happening to him. I bet he knows what's happening to him. That guy has a lot of damage out there. What is he doing? Alright, he's doing about 500. That's also a lot. I could go after this guy and try to kill him. And this guy's a very easily defended against. Now the guy on the right does count as a kill for all intents and purposes. But his health is a little bit too high. Yeah, I probably can't kill him. It's a little bit too high. Alright. Let's do a call to arms here. Now we really need to smoke that guy. Fantastic. Now we just have to deal with the others. Excuse me. Man. Well, let's see. So I could do a corrosive rainfall. But the damage is, it really is a problem. I'm gonna have to play at least 2 defensive cards here. Let's do an Unbreakable, followed by a Master Feint. Alright, so I'm able to defend against this guy and that guy now. So we should be fine. Alright, let's bring in the Corrosive Rainfall now. So he does have to die. We also can hurt him a little bit. Let's do one of these. Bring this in, and... Ooh, he's not dead. I thought that he would die. Oh, he is dead. He is dead. We're good. We're good. Let's play that middle ground for free. Okay. So we're going to have to do another... We're going to smoke this guy every single turn. 192. That is a lot. I mean, what's kind of nice is that he's also hitting his friends with that. Which is nothing to scoff at. Alright, I think I'm going to be doing an acid on the guy on the far right. Yeah, we should be okay here. Air shot. Nice. So he's dead. Cool. Let's play the quick. Yeah, the quick dodge. Let's see here. This isn't enough at the moment. We have to keep playing cards. Let's do an Unbreakable. Is this going to be enough? 260? Yeah, it is. Let's also play the low ground, and then we'll kill him. We're bringing a Corrosive Rainfall, huh? That's very tempting. I think I will. I wouldn't usually do that because it removes a bunch of my my big attack modifier, but it's okay. Okay. Now let's see. We want advanced feints to be played. Let's just play it now. before I forget. Let's remove a bunch of his armor. Ooh, dark shot. Okay, so that'll kill everybody. Well, pretty close to it. Let's play a feint. Yep, they're out. Okay, okay. Okay, guys. We are so close. So close. It's crazy. It takes some blood candles. Why not? Doesn't, well, it actually does literally hurt, but well, it doesn't hurt that bad. 43 down, 3 more to go to get to be tied, I believe, and then 4 more to solidify it. Okay. Let's see. We could just do a blood candle. Let's do it. Cool. Now we're maxed out. Okay. Today is the day. I sure hope. I sure hope so. It seems like today is a good possibility. So, 1,000 damage? Okay, okay. So he has to go down first. He's making me do this. I didn't want to do it. He's making me do it. We're going to have to bring in Call to Arms, Corrosive Rainfall. We need to do everything because... Well, not everything, but... Because I need to smoke him. So now he's no longer a concern. That is 1,000 damage. This guy can be defended against. It's not too big of a deal. Yeah, I'm going to have to play 2 defensive cards, but as long as I kill him, I get 1 for free anyway. Alright, so I could play something else before I discard everything, but I think I may as well just discard. Because then whatever this is going to be getting a very big boost. And if it doesn't work out, I can still play the weird card. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. So should be at like minus 200. Yeah, minus 210. It's pretty good to see. Let's bring this in. Another dark shot. Whoa. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah. We want to play one of these. Let's play an Unbreakable. Let's also bring in the Call to Arms. We'll actually gain more charges than we lose. I am actually tempted to do Corrosive Rainfall here. I could probably kill that guy. I probably should do it if I can. Well, we can do the aim shot. Oh, he's immune to damage? Wait, why? Oh, it must have been immune to stun. That must have been my 10th hit. Must have been it. Okay. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Let's bring in an elemental air shot. That should, yeah, that should kill anybody actually, but we'll get rid of him. Bring in a feint. Kind of want to bring in the other feint, but we won't. Let's see here. Now, I think I have a good chance, excuse me, of, well, no, I can't actually kill them both. Never mind. Let's just smoke him. Hit him. Alright. Fantastic. Let's play the feint. We want that to flip, and that'll just sit. Alright. They're definitely going to be going down. Alright, not as good as I wanted, but that's okay. Ugh. Alright, now he's out. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, it was a little bit sad. Looks like I can't, well, I mean, I might be able to kill him, but I can't guarantee the kill. So due to that, I probably should do a smoke shot. Yeah, we'll just do that. End the turn. So we're feeling safe. We're feeling fine. Yeah, let's do a big hit. He's out. All right. I think 2 more. Oh man, down to the wire. Okay. I think it's 2 more. I might actually, you know what? I can save, right? I'm going to save. I'll be right back. I just want to look at the leaderboards. We're at 44 here. Okay. Here we are. We're at 44 at the moment. So if we win 1 more, we're tied for 12th. So actually, we just hit our record. This was our previous record, was 44. So if we win one more, we're tied for 12th. If we win 2 more, we're tied for 11th. And then 10th. And then anything beyond that, it's going to get pretty hard to get to 51. But yeah. Yeah. So actually, we need to get 3 more. Because we're at 44. Yeah. Okay, continue. Can you imagine if I accidentally pressed abandon? Oh, whoops. Hope you guys are ready for a 4 a.m. stream. Okay. Actually, let's take out the blood candle. It's not helping me at the moment. Let's put in the healing mixture. I usually don't have it anymore, but let's do it for safety reasons. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Masha. That's what I thought too. Okay, let's stun everyone for 2 turns. I don't know who's stunnable. We'll find out. Whoa. Okay, so this is going to be an easier fight. Because I don't even have to worry about those 2. It'd be nice. 10,000 damage is a lot, though. Actually, now that I think about it, we had a very bad draw here, so we really lucked out. Because, yeah, we didn't get either of the acid floods, and we don't have a good way of getting a kill. So, yeah, that actually was okay. If we didn't have that, we might have actually lost here. So that's good. Let's see here. I think we're just going to have to go defensive. I don't like doing that, but I think that's what's going to be happening. Let's do a dodge. That should be enough. Yeah, it's pretty close. Could play something else, but once we discard cards, we'll get a little bit more defense. Alright. So, here we go. I can play a Corrosive Rainfall. I do have the Acid Flood as well, so let's do that. We're going to chip away tons of his armor. Great. And then we're going to be doing an Acid Flood. Yeah, that seems to make sense. Yeah. I believe we can play a second one, right? Because one was discarded? Yes. Let's do a Call to Arms. We can do a second Acid Flood. Is that too much? Actually, I don't know if he's going to die here. We could do an aim shot. It's a pretty big hit. I just realized we're kind of really counting on this to kill him. Yeah, he is dead. Let's play that. Flip. Okay, so the fight is going pretty well. It felt a little bit unfair, but that's the game, right? Okay. Let's play the feint. We don't have an Acid Flood, but we do have a Call to Arms. Now we could, let's stun the Stalker. We don't even have to worry about him then. The other guys should go down quite easily. Yeah, I can kill him that way. Let's play an Unbreakable Feint. Yeah, we can still kill him. I think we will. can play another one. I guess we will. As well as a quick dodge. Then let's do an acid flood. Oh, he's stunned. Okay. That makes this a lot easier. Let's actually throw this on him. Let's lower his damage output. Didn't really expect this. Okay. Could do an acid flood now. Okay, he's gotta die, right? Very close. Very, very close. I didn't realize that we weren't... Yeah. Okay, let's do a unbreakable. So he's out. Let's do a free dodge. Let's play called... wait, what? Oh, yeah, since we don't have all the guys, we don't have the... It's not a kitchen sink anymore. Right. Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm defending against this guy, so it's not a big deal. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, sure, let's hit it 4 times. And then we're going to be ending it there. Sure, let's bring in a big hit. Air shot. Not good enough, that's for sure, but that's okay. Let's do a feint. Another feint. Okay. The damage is increasing slowly but surely. Let's do an unbreakable. Alright, let's just do it. So, he's about half dead. I'm probably not going to be able to get him. Very close, though. If I play Acid Flood, let's do it. That will let us do another call to arms, so we can do a hit and then stun. Oh, he's stunned anyway. Okay. Another call to arms, Acid Flood. Okay. Bring it in, and he's dead. Anything I want to flip? That needs to be flipped, and I think this needs to be flipped, and that's it. Dead. Okay. Now, 2 to go. P-Orth isn't bad. P-Orth is not bad. I think I'm going to replace the tier with it. Yeah. So we just have 1 tier. Okay. So we have officially broken our record, by the way. And here I thought this wasn't going to go well. Okay. That's a lot of damage. None of them are stunnable. Soon! I know. If I win 2 more, I'm in the top 10. 2 more. This is a little scary. I am very tempted to play some of this stuff because it doesn't really matter, like the acid bomb. It does feel like I'm gonna have to get a kill and then defend against the other. I don't think that's gonna be enough. I think I have to defend against them both. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to kill them both. Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's not a good position. 2,000 damage. Yeah, I might be able to defend against the left guy, but not the right. Especially looking at what I have. Yeah, he has to go down. I also need to be careful with how much energy I spend on killing him. That could be very concerning. Can't use the stun. They're all immune. Ooh, we didn't draw the acid flood. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess I'll have to play a second one. That hurts. It does hurt. I could just do some attacks. I might need to try to time a Ken to be going off. If I can time it with, yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. Yeah. I still don't know if this is actually going to work. All right. Well, so now we're to the point that, yeah, I am completely dependent on him dying. There's no going back. I guess I'll have to do an acid flood again. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, so I'm gonna have to start tossing stuff as soon as possible. I think that this is still salvageable, and the main reason that well, actually, now that I think about it, I could just do a smoke bomb. Yeah, if worse comes to worse, I can toss a couple smoke bombs. Yeah, because I can defend, well, I think, well, maybe. Yikes, I'm sorry this is taking me so long to decide. Alright, we're gonna bring it in. Ooh, it was a bad one, too. Well, it'll remove a lot of his damage output. It really will. Alright, so we're blocking 538. Let's hit him. Yeah, so we're gonna have to remove reduce an enemy's damage by 50% for 2 turns. Yep. Alright, so now we're fine while we're alive. Did I take damage? I don't know, I wasn't looking. I calculated it out. I shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe it took a little bit. Could have miscounted there. Alright. Well, since he's now dealt with, now I have to change targets and go to the ogre. Luckily, we can play a call to arms from the get-go. If we couldn't, this would be very scary. But we should... Yeah, we got an acid flood. Uh-huh. Now, yeah, we're guaranteed to draw an acid flood next. I think we just want to keep hitting him with toxic shots. Pretty low. Okay. So, oh, I just realized we only have 1 energy left. I think that's okay. I think that we can play 2 defensive cards, so we'll be alright. But we have to kill him, right? I guess I'm just going to discard the acid. Or play the acid. Discard all the cards. Alright, so he's taking a lot of damage. This is only going to kill him, though, I think. But that's okay. Oh, it killed them all. Okay. Alright. Okay. I don't even need to defend. Do I want to play anything they want to flip? I kind of do want to flip the dodge. Call to arms. Let's see what we have. Okay. Not the best. I kind of don't want to play any of these. Let's just discard them. We gain a lot of bonuses for discarding. Okay. Let's play... Yeah, I should probably do the burn level again at some point. Alright. Let's see. We can probably just bring this in. Alright, he's out of here. Play a feint. Flip it. Alright. Reduce the cost of one random card by 2. Not all too helpful. We're actually just going to play it just to play a card. Let's see. What I kind of want to do is I want to get rid of this guy next. I don't think I can quite do it, but I guess I'm just going to hit him a bunch. Yeah, I don't think it... He is buffing, which is a little bit annoying, but... Alright, let's do an Acid Flood. Okay, that's some big hits. So they all have to be dealt with. With a quick dodge we can play still. Could bring in Corrosive Rainfall. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, he's stunned. Okay, that's good. That'll help a lot, actually. Let's hit him. We can probably kill him. Yes. Call to Arms is now up. We can play something for free. Also, we should play the quick dodge for free. Let's do a Call to Arms again. Okay. So we can do an aim shot. We are getting a huge buff to damage at the moment. We can get him half dead. It'll be very close. Now I could just go defensive, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be enough now that I think about it. So yeah, let's just... He's dead. Yeah, cool. Also, Ken's about to go off, so that's really great. I could just do a... Well, you know what? Let's just do an acid shot. Let's do it on him. He's gonna be the next priority. Okay. Let's see. Can bring in a big hit again. Do we have Acid Flood? We do not. That means we're gonna have to play Call to Arms first. Now we do have Acid Flood. It'd be nice if I... Yeah, let's play a free dodge. I like playing that. Let's see what we got here. An air shot. Pretty close. Alright, let's hit him. Alright, he's out of here. Okay. I could play this. I think I will. Got another kitchen sink. Alright. It looks like we're gonna be fine. Oh man. This was a very interesting one. There was another one that was very close, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to make this. Yeah. If they deal max damage, I'll take a little bit, but if I do Acid Flood, I'll be fine. Okay. Alright, let's bring it in. Got a fire shot. Can kill him. Alright, then we'll just be going down the line. Dead. Almost. Dead. I think they want to play to flip. Yeah, the feint. Oh, that got played twice. Rough. Well, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's just hit him. Just hit random people. Doesn't really matter. Bring that in. Sure. Alright. Let's pop a candle and kill him. Now? No. Running out of shots. There we go. Running out of arrows. Alright. One more fight. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's look back at our inventory. Let's make sure nothing needs to be gotten rid of. I think that we're good. Everything is important for a certain scenario. Okay. Alright. This is it. This is the one. If we do it, we're in. Whew. Okay. What do I want to do? So, I probably do need to get rid of the ogre as fast as possible. Well, all these guys need to go down except for the faith healer. I could do the acid flood, call to arms, acid flood. I mean, that's typically what I'm doing lately. I think that's what I want to do. Now, these guys are very deadly. And I only have 3 defensive cards. Now, it is possible I'm going to be dependent upon playing all 3 to survive. In fact, I think that it is. Right. Let's see how this goes. Corrosive Rainfall. Toss him. Toss him. And toss him. Then we're going to be doing a Call to Arms. We got our other one. Do we want to play it now? Right. I don't think I can spend the energy to do anything that costs me anything. I also want to be discarding cards, so I could do a returning shot. That doesn't matter as much. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play a 5th hit and then a 6th hit. Does anything happen at 5 and 6? I don't know. Doesn't really look like it. That is interesting, though. Something that I'm a little bit interested in the... Well, okay, let's play the returning shot. 5. Right, so I want it to be the 8th hit. Right? Yeah. So this is going to be number 6. And then 7. Bring it in. This will be number 8. Very close, but this is actually okay. Because we have a few throwing knives left. I don't care how many it takes. 3 of them. Alright, that's fine. So I get a free Unbreakable Feint. And I get another free... I'll get a free Feint. I'm going to play Mastered Feint. We're defending against everything now. I want to play the Call to Arms, mainly to get something to discard. I just realized this guy was stunnable the whole time. It would have been even easier. Okay, we will end our turn. Yeah. Now, this next hit is going to be massive. Let's play the Quick Dodge. Now, these both have to die. I might be able to... No, I can't defend against one. Alright, this should be a pretty huge hit. I'm dealing about 2,000% damage. Let's see. Air shot. Okay, that's good against one of them. Doesn't matter. Well, actually, he's stunnable. Okay, so we're good. Air shot that guy, so he's out of here. Whew, I think it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, we're about to hit top 10, guys. Okay. Alright. I can almost go in with an aim shot. Huh. Let's see. Any timing to be aware of? I don't think so. Play an Unbreakable. Alright, so now we're gonna be getting a free maneuver. Man, he's so close to being killed here. Alright, I can kill him with other stuff, I believe. So let's just do it. If I can't, I can again use a knife. I don't want to use them. I keep on using them. Let's do a Corrosive Rainfall. Alright, he's out. Oh, man. This is going so well. Oh, man. That was it, right? That was it. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% positive. We are officially in the top 10. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what's crazy? In order to get to 9th, I have to win like 4 of these. But we did it. 47 was the number. We did it. Now, technically, we're tied for 10th, but we did it. Do more to seal the deal. Alright, we're going to do another one. Oh my goodness, Masha. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, actually, I recognize a couple of those. Oh man, that's so awesome. I talk to Gally sometimes, and Sleepy. I saw Sleepy before. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Masha. You are the best. Man, that is so awesome. Thank you, Masha. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm giving you a clap. Thank you. I don't know if you can even hear it. That's me clapping. Clapping faintly. I don't want to be too loud. Thank you so much, Masha. I appreciate that so much. We did it. We actually did it, a top 10. Better than a super chat because more emojis. That is true. Well, yeah, I have talked to Gally before a couple of times. I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but I don't know if they've ever dropped into the stream before. But I have like talked to them in comments, so they might come in. That'd be pretty cool. Same thing with Sleepy. It is kind of crazy how I know so many of the subscribers. Like, you know, they recognize the names. But thank you so much, Masha. You are the best. We actually did it to the top 10. Let's see if we can patent it. Let's try to get one more under our belt. That is true. They can use them in comments. Also, well, yeah, and also don't they get the badge too? Oh, by the way, Masha, talking about memberships and all that, which is so awesome. I appreciate that so much. I think that, well, I don't remember if you replied to it, but I think I'm going to just be making it that I'll have multiple memberships. I'm just going to be dropping the Patreon idea because it doesn't really make too much sense. It's probably better to just put it into one thing, you know, so people can have the emoji membership or a membership with like a little bit more content type of thing. But yeah, anyway, I don't remember if I told you, but anyways, okay, if we get through this, we are set. We are set. Oh my gosh, we actually did do it. That still is insane to me. I don't know how, but yeah. Okay. Who needs to go first? This guy's dealing double damage, by the way. Yeah, that's true, Masha. I could do something like that later. Well, yeah, I guess I was kind of figuring it's like, well, I mean, I remember back in the day, so many people did offer to support me, but I guess it was back when I didn't have a mic, because it was probably like, well, I'm fine with giving you some money to have a good mic, but now that I have it, it was like, well, they probably are like, well, now it doesn't matter, but so that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, I'll probably just do something with the memberships. I think that it makes the most sense. But okay, and actually the Cyclops is stunnable. Whoa. That's very nice of the game. Now, with everything that's good that's happening, there is a little bit of bad. The main thing is that I didn't draw a single quiver. Yeah. Now, I can draw in hopes I find it. I probably shall. I don't like that much, but yeah, do what you gotta do. Your tower doesn't even have a matching jack for your headset. Your tower. Yeah, I think I am going to be doing an acid flood. This guy needs, man, they all need to go down. This is actually very concerning. These are also the worst maneuvers I could have gotten. Well, I guess that one as well, but yeah, literally every other card in here, well, except for that one, would have been nice. All right, we're going to do a talking skull. Ooh, do I do it now? Let's do one thing. Yeah, now let's do the talking skull. I could do a second feint, but yeah, let's do a talking skull. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, we got a call to arms. I had to get an adapter this weekend for my PC. This week because my PC suddenly decided to reject my headphone jacks. Like because of some kind of an update? Or what happened? Let's stun you. Now it seems like we're gonna have to just go all in on defenses. And then do a acid flood, and this guy just has to die. I think that's what's gotta happen. Ooh, that wasn't good. Okay. I mean, I think that we can still live, but that was not good. Let's do an acid bomb just to make sure we're okay here. And I guess if worse comes to worse, I could toss a couple smoke bombs. Let's see. So this is 100 and something. Can this even kill him? 600 is going to take me 5 more. Yeah, I don't like that. Ugh. Now let's do another one. Yeah, I really don't like this. Having to throw all these on him. Ooh, actually he's not. Or no, yeah, I got my big hit now. Okay, well we saved one. Alright. We're actually going to discard these. Just suddenly turned off real attack with an error. Huh. That's strange. Yeah, I don't know what that could be. I honestly know very little about technology. As I think I've mentioned before, that I was in IT, but I know nothing about technology. Okay, stunned. We got a big hit available, but as soon as I do an acid flood, we lose it. So let's do. Oh yeah, we do have enough room for this. Tomato is an old man. Wow. Man. I know, Masha. I really wish that you could choose who you gift memberships to. Because, right, I know that you'd give them to Kid and Potato. And, you know, well, Don already has one. But yeah. Who else comes regularly? Maybe one to Phantom. But yeah, I really wish which it sounds so bad because that's like playing favorites, but it would be cool to have like a tier system or something. But yeah. Yeah. But hey, I do know a couple of them. So especially Galley, I've talked to her a couple times, and Sleepy. So I'll definitely see it. And I'm sure they're going to be appreciative. And they might even drop by. That would be so cool. Maybe Galley will drop by. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, I can do an acid flood. I probably shouldn't be too distracted here. I don't have a single, what do you want to call it? A arrow bag. They're all in here again. Oh, I have 2 of them. Okay. Did I already play them? Oh, yeah. I did. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Let's see here. So he is, in fact, stunned. I can probably play... What do I want to play? It's actually a pretty big hit. Let's do it. He's out of here. We have an extra toxic shot? That's strange. Let's just leave it. Right. Or to those that are currently watching. I agree. That should be a thing. Yeah, I honestly don't know why it isn't. Like, there's this, one... this is the big hit. Okay, maybe I should bring this in. There's this one guy I follow on Twitch, which, by the way, I think I only follow 2 people on Twitch, or maybe 3, I don't know. But I always would feel bad when I would get gifted these subs, because I wasn't there that often, and it's like, man, the people that are there, like, they should be prioritized. At least some kind of a calculation where it's like, depending on how long somebody is in chat or whatever, maybe they're more likely to get it. Now this guy should just die, but I believe he should get killed here. I can flip a dodge. Okay. Oh, he's stunned. Okay. Man, so we are very much so 10th. Ooh. Man. I probably won't play too much longer. If this is going well to the point that I feel like we could get to like 55, which if we are, then I think we're in the top 5, by the way. I'm probably going to want to tackle this when I'm more awake, because it is 1:30. But we can do one more fight, but after that, I think I'm going to have to stop, because I am an old man. or so Potato tells me. Okay. That's a lot of damage there, bud. Okay. Okay. Poor tomato. He has to die. Do corrosive. Hit. Bring in a call to arms. Now let's look at the numbers here. We want the 8th hit to be the ultimate. That should guarantee that kill, more or less. We do want to bring in a feint, but let's wait that out as well. So if I want it to be the 8th hit, that means I want to play 3 more attack cards. So we could just do a shot, 2 shots, and then acid. That would be enough. Let's do it. Shot. Shot. Acid. Bring it in. And now the stars are aligned for the psychic shot. Hopefully this gets the kill. Oh, it does. Okay. You bring in a feint. We are dealing a lot of damage here. Let's do the call to arms. Yeah, not enough though. So I'm probably going to be, yeah. I don't remember what he does. The undead spawn. Chance to steal one of your cards. Ooh, well, it's probably okay, right? Probably. Play an unbreakable feint, make sure you're not taking damage. Okay. What do you steal? Advanced feint. Ouch. Okay. That wasn't very nice. So, this elemental ought to deal an absurd amount of damage. Now, if it doesn't deal enough, we are in a lot of trouble. Because what I need to have happen is both of these guys need to die. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, after I get the kill, I'm probably going to have to do an aim shot to hit him. Actually, he is smokable. Maybe I don't have to do that. Huh. Yeah, let's smoke him. Maybe we can defend against those three, or those two. But then he's the only one that has to die. Okay, let's see what we get. Fire shot. Okay, that's helpful. Alright. Let's do a quick dodge real quick. Quick dodge real quick. Just a real quick one. Alright. Let's do a fire shot now. Okay. So I don't need to do the aim shot. I can wait a little bit on that. So let's do acid flood. I could do both of these. Man, I hope that's smart. I think it is, actually. Let's do the call to arms. So we're really loaded with attacks. Let's see. What do I want to have timed? Okay, this doesn't matter too much. I mean, the 300% damage is good. Maybe the duplicate. But, alright. Let's remove his armor. So in 4 cards, we're going to duplicate something. If I duplicate the aim shot, that might be enough to get the kill. But then we only get 1 defensive card, which is going to be an Unbreakable Feint. Huh. Could duplicate a Lightbringer as well. Actually, the Lightbringer deals more damage. Probably. Yeah, it probably would. If I... Okay, we're going to burn one of those, and now the Lightbringer does do more. Very faintly. We want to save it for the duplication. So we're going to do a returning shot. Cost me 0. Going to do a regular shot. Also cost me 0. The big hit... It's a rough I don't have 1 more energy. I could use the Wayfarer's Leaves if I care that much about it. Oh wait, I can kill him now. Yeah. Actually, the 400% was enough. I can get the kill. Yeah. Well, the Lightbringer shot. Actually, that might not be able to do it. Let's just kill him. So now we can do a... Oh man, this is scary. So now we can do a duplicated maneuver. And a free one. And followed by another free one. 716. That's got to be good, right? No, it isn't. Oh man, really? 716? 716, that's not enough. How? How about now? 776. What are they at? Yeah, this is almost 700 damage between the two. Yeah, they're at like 900. Well, if they get a high-end number. Well, I guess I could toss a smoke bomb. Alright, if I toss a smoke bomb, now we're fine. Even if they do maximum. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's see here. We can actually deal a lot of damage with that. So we can do a corrosive weaponry. Do we have something we want to play ahead of time? I don't think so. We got all 3 of them. 1, 2. Stars are aligning a little bit, so he'll stun from that. I should probably just kill him though. Yeah, I should probably just kill him. When is the 8th hit coming off? Is this the 8th one? No. Which one shows it? This is. So in 4 hits. So I could figure that out. I probably actually could. Yeah, if I do return shot and then an acid, yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Short hit. Hit. Acid Flood. Bring it in. That'll be duplicated. Oh, I don't even need to. Alright, he's dead. Or not duplicated, it's times 8. My bad. Let's see. We're not duplicating. We kind of just want to flip stuff. Because I think we can handle this guy. Let's do the dodge. Awkward. That got duplicated. It's fine. It's cool. Doesn't matter. Can't stun him. Alright, we just have to play one more card. That's fine. Could kill him with the Tainted. Yeah, let's just kill him. Let's just end it there. Cool. Got a free card. Let's do a feint. Another feint. Bring this in. He's dead. And then the last one. Acid Flood. Call to Arms. That wasn't the best, but that's okay. Let's do a dodge. We'll end it. We'll just kill him with the next round. Anything I want to flip? Doesn't look like it. And he is gone. Man. Crazy. We are officially top 10. That is so crazy. So crazy. Okay. We did it. Combine that. I'm happy. Combine that. I'm not using it, but still happy. Yeah, I say the runestones weren't exceptional, but Ken is good, Pyorth is good, Tyr is good. I mean, all this stuff is good. And the polished dag is very nice, but okay. So, 49 combats won. We're going to save. Okay, sure your game progress will be automatically saved. That's what I want to have happen, game. Yes. Okay, so we will continue it another time, but let's look at the leaderboards yet again. Mr. Internet Tomato, that's me. Endless Power. Okay, it says 16th. But okay. We have 49-1. So, yeah, so we were absolutely 10th. But yeah, let's look at this. In order to be top 5, we have to win, well, yeah, we have to win a fair bit more. We have to win 8 more times. I think the ultimate goal is to be second. I think first is completely unreasonable. But I think that second is manageable. Man, this is crazy. Could you imagine if I hit top 5? Weird. Having Internet Tomato on the leaderboard. Man. Okay. Man, that did go pretty well. Alright guys. Yeah, I think that I'm going to be ending the stream in a moment here. I hope you guys did enjoy the lore video this week. It is crazy. I finished the Age of Legends. I did not expect, you know, I've always said this, but yeah, I also have video proof. That's true. I'll go into the Guinness World Book of Records or whatever. Absolutely. We have evidence. We didn't even cheat. We did it correctly. And I swear, those people with those leaderboards, it's sketch. It is absolutely sketch. How does one get this number? Somebody explain that one. I just can't believe it. And I think that everybody has infinity. I want to double check. Well, I suppose some of them have less than others. Yeah, they all have infinity. Crazy. We have video proof. Live. Part 24. Took us 24 streams to get it done. Almost 3 months. Well, I mean, I guess we only tried like 6 times or something. Or 6 streams, 7 streams. It wasn't that many, but it was several. But, man. Yeah. But yeah, I do hope you guys did enjoy the lore video this weekend. I was very busy this week, as I said, but I was able to get it done. I also edited it down almost 10 minutes, which maybe I should have just kept it long, but it would have been a lot more work. So I kept it there. Thank you so much, Masha. Man. And thank you so much for gifting the 5 subs and all. That is so awesome. I appreciate that so much. Like, I really, really, really do. Thank you. It does mean a lot. It means it does. It does. Yeah, thank you so much. But, man, but yeah, I'm thinking that next weekend, which I haven't really made a post about it, but I guess I'll tell you guys. For next weekend, what I'm kind of thinking is, well, obviously I'm going to continue the lore saga. Also, I did talk to somebody, like on a comment. I was thinking about it. I probably have enough content with the board games in terms of the lore saga to probably have videos until the beginning of next summer. You've been holding those for this day? Oh, really? You were? Man, well, I appreciate it so much, Masha. I really, really do. I mean, road to number 1 is well, okay. As I said, road to number 2 is the next goal. But if I could do that, then it's road to number 1. I can't imagine being the best. I'm really not that intelligent. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Several of these are just like crazy. I would never do one. Well, the only one that's reasonable is this one at 146. Like, all the others are like, well, most of the others are like in the thousands. I would never. I suppose if I do get really high, I could try Endless Misery and go with one of these runs and see how I can do. If I can get another top 10. I might even continue with the Zealot, because it appears that the Zealot is the worst character, which is such a shame for the Zealot. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers to be the top 10 at something. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, next weekend I intend to do another lore video, and I did realize that right. I probably do have enough content to continue the lore saga series, probably until the beginning of next summer, which is pretty crazy, the amount of content that does exist. But I was thinking about it, but it does depend on how detailed I am. And I think I had mentioned it, that this, to me, when I did the lore saga, I did it with the thought that this was the not as detailed lore saga, because you can tell the story in greater detail, and I haven't told everything. And there's a lot of stuff that I thought, well, you know, I could talk about this in the lore video, but it feels like it's kind of too pointed or whatever. It's telling a story that technically, yes, the executors knew or did happen, but it doesn't have to do with the overall tale. So there were a few times like that where it's like, right, I probably will do an exhaustive history at some point, but that would be so much work to try to. So maybe this time next year I'll be doing that. But anyway, but yeah, next week I plan to that lore video, but I also plan on doing essentially a 101 video for the board game, because a lot of people have voiced an interest in it, and it is a monetary commitment as well as a time commitment. So I think I'm going to be doing a video on that, which I've been really struggling to figure out how to structure it, because, you know, because what I kind of wanted to do, I don't exactly want to review it per se, but I want to review it to a point for people to understand the pros and cons, because it really is a game that isn't for everybody. It definitely is not for everyone, especially if someone like only has the experience of playing like Monopoly or, you know, backgammon or whatever. It is going to be a really high learning curve. It's going to be really hard for that person to really grasp it, because it is like, it's going to be throwing in all these new concepts, and it's like, I've never done anything like this, and then having to not only understand it but to do it well, it could be a little bit complicated. So it's like, yeah. So anyway, I'll probably be releasing that video next weekend, so we'll see how that goes. I intend to, but yeah, I am struggling to structure it. But yeah, anyways, I am gonna be heading out. It is getting quite late. And next time that you see me on stream on Tuesday, we're going to see how far we can get. Hopefully, we can get to top 5 or top 2. That would be awesome. But we'll see. That was crazy. But yeah. Yep. And you too, I hope you feel better, Masha. I hope that, you know, your leg does a little bit better. I know that it sounds like you had kind of a good day, well, yesterday for you. I hope that today also goes kind of well. I know that your sleep schedule is also all out of whack and all that, but I hope that you're feeling well. Also, I hope you had a good night too, Kid Childs. I hope the drawing went well. I don't know if you did draw, actually, but I hope it went well. I know Clockwork ain't here at the moment. Appreciate him. I appreciate you, Potato, who called me an old man. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate all of you guys. I love you all. But yeah, I'm going to be heading out. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. And I'll be seeing you guys on Tuesday. So yeah, see you later. You drew 2 things and add a little more to one of the other day. Well, awesome. I'm sure it's awesome. You really do have talent, kid. But yeah. Alright, well, I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye.